Good brother, good brother, good to see you, good to see you. How you living, champ?
Was handing, cooling,
Man,
chilling, same shit, different day.
I feel it, I feel it. Live from our mouths to your ears, another episode of Guess from the Stands. It's your boy Earl 91.
Ese de andare Christian mi gente que lo que estamos aquí, estamos activos. Vamos a comenzar esta vaina.
Yes, sir. Tell a friend to tell a friend again. We are here, we are live. Everything is copacetic. How your summer been going, brother?
Been cooling, bro. I just had an interview today, so hopefully that'll go
Hey,
well.
congratulations. Not gonna say
Appreciate
where, but in the place you're looking at relocating.
it. Absolutely.
Word up. I feel it. I feel it, man. I feel it.
What about you? How's summer treating you? How little man football
Summer's
season?
been good, man. Summer's been good. Summer's been
How's,
good. Football's going great. Everybody a little under the weather in the crib right now, but the football been going great though. You know.
y'all playing out east, right?
Yeah. We play at the stadium by the beach.
No, because I know they're building the park Buttonwood. They're turning
Uh
the
huh.
they're turning two of the football fields into turf.
Word.
Yeah, so I think they finished one. I think they're finishing up the other, and then they got like one grass one. So I think it's like the last one.
Man, that's
That should look
hard.
that should look official.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man, for sure. But yeah, man, everything going copacetic, bro. Everything going copacetic. How we got a couple of things coming up and a lot to get to tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's just get it started, brother. The Midsummer Classic passed since the last time that we recorded. Um, it was a great MLB All Star weekend.
One
Really great
thousand,
MLB All Star
one
weekend.
thousand percent. If
Mm-hmm.
we had to put four major sports, they're all stars. NBA's at the bottom. NBA and NFL at the bottom. If we being honest.
Uh, okay.
NHL's Four Nations is one. MLB is two.
I'll go MLB one, uh, Four Nations two, NBA three, NFL four.
Okay, I agree. I will go with the last two in that order. NBA three, NFL four.
Word. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of everything going on with MLB's baseball, or not MLB's with Major League's All Star Weekend.
One
Um,
hundred percent.
it's just a really good thing that when you know you're gonna get great competition, you're gonna get honoring the legends, honoring the vets, and you know things of that nature.
But not even that. They also like they each All Star game has been that city's representative, like the culture. Like you saw, they brought out Luda and JD.
Yep.
Um, next year is gonna be. They might bring out Meek more than likely,
Yeah, I can see it. And Meek is so tied in with all the local teams and stuff. I can see that for
and they
sure.
might bring out Freeway too.
Yeah, I mean anything. I would say. I mean Bruce Springsteen is from Jersey. I could see that.
Eh,
Um,
it might.
I could see that. You know, we'll see though. We'll see.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
bro, that swing off, that shit was fire. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh, I was a huge fan of it, bro. Like okay, we getting into the game, but what did you feel about about the um the home run derby before we get into the game?
I I like it. I don't know why people complain about it. I think it was very good, between Caminero and Raleigh for the final. But I like everyone's talking. I've seen people on social media talk about they should bring back the 10 outs and all that. I can see it, but I think adding the time just adds more drama to the home run derby.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. I'm totally agree. So I thought that it was a really good derby. I thought that the way that things kind of as good as the ballpark look, part of a good derby to me is a great background. And when you got a great ballpark like they got out in Atlanta or Cobb County, but you got a great ballpark like they got in Atlanta, it's really hard to have a bad derby if you got the best
Right
talent
here.
hitting in the best field for sure. Was there anybody that wasn't in it that you wanted to see?
I'm trying to think. Maybe Ellie. I think.
Okay,
I think.
I
I
respect it.
think Ellie.
I respect it.
Uh, Stowers. Stowers. I think would have been good.
Ellie put his hand in the in the hat for next year already.
So, hey, that'd be fire. And
So he
what's
said,
funny is a lot of the like y'all boys were talking how like a lot of Dominicans fuck with each other.
um,
How they,
yeah,
how they
but
was
see,
how they
I
were
would
all like,
obviously like to see Acuna do it.
Acuna
Um,
did do it.
I'm saying I'd like to see him do it again. I'd like to
Oh wait, no,
see
I lied. He was supposed to, and I
he's
think
supposed to.
he
Yeah, he
backed
did.
out. Probably because
I'm
of
like,
rehab. Probably Atlanta said not to.
yeah, probably so. Um, I would like to see um, what's bro from Kansas City?
Bobby
Uh,
Witt.
Bobby Witt. I
He
like to
did
see
it last
Bobby
year.
do it. I still like to see him do it again. I like to see him
I
do it
don't know
again.
if
I'm
we're
just
gonna.
talking about guys that didn't participate this
Yeah,
year.
I don't know if we're
Because
gonna get.
one thing about the Derby versus say, I don't want to compare, but like actually I'm not going to make that comparison. The
Uh,
Derby is very similar to the 3-point contest. You'll get your biggest of stars competing for the absolutely, absolutely, for sure. But yeah, then we take it to the game, and I'm not gonna hold you up until the eighth inning, bro. It was a ass kicking by the National
oh,
League,
it was,
bro.
bro. I
Bro,
was
it was
like,
bad. It was bad.
I'm like, dog. See, but you know what I like is I don't even know if the players are giving their 100%, but they do like even if they aren't, you still see it competitive as it compared to the NFL game or even NFL flag football.
Yeah. Um.
Them boys want to win.
The thing with me is in that All Star game. Of course, we all glorify when they played to play for home field advantage in the World Series, right? Which is cool. Which is cool.
Yeah,
But it still is a competitive nature because you just want to be the best. But I got to tell you, nothing pissed me off more and spoke to, especially as a Yankee fan. Aaron Boone
oh,
got to go.
Boone.
Aaron Boone got to go.
I've been saying this.
How do you fumble the All Star game? You have a hit off against Kyle Schwarber or not Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle
No, against
Schwarber,
Kyle
Kyle
Schwarber,
Stout. It
and
was Schwarber,
you don't
and I
send
think
out the
somebody
winner
else.
from the home run derby or Aaron Judge to get out there and bat.
I think they took Judge out. May have taken Judge out the game, but you had other bats on
Oh
the bench,
man,
bro.
you had a lot of bats out there, but specifically that.
In the words of Earl, the jig was up.
Bro, you like, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know
I
for a
don't think
fact
I don't
what
think
should have
any
been
of
done.
us were like when we saw who he put out there. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you for real?
I mean, that's been him all season though. Honestly,
Hey,
well, that really his whole tenure. His whole tenure that's been him.
he is not leaving until Cashman leaves the Yankees, and we are not winning another World Series until they
And
both.
I'll be honest, I think Cashman
Until
got to
Cashman,
go too.
bro, I've been saying Cashman gotta go. The
Yeah,
hell, bro,
he
he's
needs
stuck
to
in his
go.
old ways.
What's some of your thoughts of just what's going on with the Yankees this season? We're at the obviously past the halfway point, but give me some of your thoughts on the Yankees.
Bro, it's the same shit, different year. Build it off talent. Like they're stuck in their old ways. The game, they don't play the game. They're going off of analytics. Like, bro, if we being honest, we should have won. We could have won the World Series last year, but Boone's mismanaging was atrocious. And again this year, like the reason Boone is there is because he's listening to the higher ups. That's why Girardi wasn't brought back after 17 because it doesn't make no sense that you have a manager that takes your team that wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs to Game 7 of the ALCS, a team that was cheating. So you're not gonna say, you know what? Let me bring him back on a 1 year deal and try and run it back and maybe add a couple more pieces. No, but no, bring in Boone. Hey, he's a puppet. He listens to what we tell him, bruh. It's gonna until Boone and Cashman leave and we get with times. It's gonna be the same shit, different day.
Yeah, I'm in agreement to that.
And it's annoying as fuck because
I'm in agreement to that.
you are wasting all this talent, spending all this money for what? For what?
Mhm. I agree. I agree. I'll stop you when you're wrong, but you ain't wrong.
Like, bro, we shuffling players to not their normal positions, all types of shit. Like, dog, what are we doing,
Well, I mean that. What do you mean by not at their normal positions?
bro? I understand. I understand you had to fill in the void to play Jazz at third. Jazz not a third baseman. He's an
Jazz is
athlete.
not a third base at all. He's an
Keep him at
athlete.
second.
Yep.
Keep him at that is his position.
Hmm.
All right. If you aggressive, get a third baseman. Stop filling in patches. Get you a solidified third baseman that you know that's your third baseman day in and day out.
Well, you gotta have a front office that want to spend money to go get that because
It's not even
the lore of where the Yankees used to go get everybody that ain't how it goes
look,
no more.
it's not even that. Is why are trade talks in for Arenado or for Suarez at the beginning of the season and y'all not pulling the trigger? The fuck? You know you got a solidified third baseman like a glove and a good bat. Either
Mhm.
or. Now what Suarez is doing this year, hey, fucking killing it. But dog, this mixing of throwing in players for to fill in third, like bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, come on. And again, until Cashman leave, I don't know what kind of fucking double magic Cashman did. That '90s and 2000s run does not hold that much weight. We're in 2025, and
It's a legacy thing, bro.
nah, bro, fuck the legacy. That's legacy's over.
I
Bro,
feel
we are
you,
not,
but
we are
he's legit the last piece that was there from Big George.
bro, we
He
are
the last piece.
bro. If George was alive, that man would have not made it to like 2014. If we're being
Yeah.
100% honest,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
like yo, it's annoying. Like that, I don't even care if you made that trade for Soto. Cool, you made the trade for Soto. It wasn't even a bad trade. But what are we doing here? All right, you Max Fried in the offseason, add a couple pieces, trade for Belly. Belly looks good. Trent looks good. Cool. But we're not solidified, bro. Like how we fucking how we're up what 6 7 games in the division and we losing to the Blue Jays. We're down what 2.5 in the division now, something like
Yeah.
that. Like, bro, come on, what are we doing? It's just annoying. Like I said, we
Yep.
not until Cashman leaves, Boone not leaving. Like he's a puppet.
I'm in 100% agreement with you, Mike. What's the deal, brother?
What's going
Go ahead and Mike.
cool, man? Sound like a whole lot of crocodile tears up there in New York, man.
I know it does. I know it does. But how did you feel, fan hosting All Star Weekend? What we were really talking about before you got here was Aaron Boone's incompetence shown on a big stage, sending out someone to battle Kyle Schwarber the way he did, and Schwarber obviously knocked three straight out to win the hit off. But sitting the fact that both the home run derby winner and even a guy like Aaron Judge didn't go out there in a hit off,
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that.
it spoke
Bro,
volumes of what
I'm
Yankee
saying
said about him his entire tenure.
Like, what was behind that? Like,
Yeah.
thank you. That's Boone every game.
Yep.
like,
Yep.
and they'll clearly put out Schwarber because our field is right fielder. Since speaking of Schwarber, he's up right now
Mm-hmm.
at the plate to for the go ahead, or
Yeah.
he can with a homer he can end it. But anywho, right field is notoriously shorter, and then Schwarber being a strong pull hitter, that's what the NL went with. But I have no idea. Look at that. Look at Schwarber.
Oh, drove in. All right, Ribby right off the bat.
But
For those of
yeah,
y'all who don't
I
know,
have no idea what's going on with
Phillies are
the AL.
playing the Red Sox at home right now. It's tied 7-7. Schwarber
Damn,
just
they
drove in
tied
a
it.
ribby. Yeah, drove in a ribby.
Yeah, Schwarber just got
Mm-hmm.
an RBI single.
Mm-hmm.
That's the go ahead. Well, get tying run
Tie, yeah, yeah.
at the bottom of the 10th right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing infield in. There's no way you can catching up to that ball.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But I'll be honest. Aside of that blemish, I had an amazing time watching MLB All Star Weekend. Next year, it is in Philadelphia, and I got to tell you, very rare have I ever seen All Star logos in baseball to make me go ooh. But that All Star logo in Philly, wow!
No,
I don't know if
I don't
y'all
think I've
seen it.
seen it.
Let me see if I can get it pulled up real quick. 2026 logo. My fault. Draco, what's the deal?
Yeah, man, Draco making a guest appearance, man.
Yeah.
Crazy ass
All right.
dog.
So here is the All Star Game logo for MLB All Star Weekend next year. That is nice.
Shit, we can't see it.
Yeah, it's tiny as shit.
You can't see it? Hold on.
Hell no,
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be at?
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it back up. I need it blown up. Sorry, this Google Chrome. There it is. Y'all can't see it now.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see shit. Where it's supposed to be at? Oh, there we go.
That incorporation of the cracked Liberty Bell in the
Hmm.
No,
star,
that's tough.
that is freaking fire.
And
Is
I hope
that
they.
That's
is
how
that
you
is that
design some
official
shit.
though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's official. It's they're already selling merch for it.
Okay.
I hope they incorporate
Hmm.
the.
They
I hope
got
they.
on Fanatics. They already got shirts and everything and hoodies.
Hey, I know we talk about that right now. Nigga, did y'all see that collection for the game that's gonna be played at the Derby,
Oh,
bro?
the raceway, the
Oh,
raceway with
Yeah.
the
bro.
flames on the
That,
Oh
hat.
my
Yeah,
god,
hey,
bro.
that shit clean.
hey,
Damn the flames, bro. Did you see the Reds hat with the
Hell
checkered
yeah.
flag?
yeah, yes, yes, yes,
Bro, and then the
yes,
numbers that's on the jerseys, whew,
yeah.
they going crazy with that one.
Let me get it pulled up.
It's gonna be I think they call them like the Raceway the Raceway series or
Hmm.
some shit. That shit is hard.
Oh no, that bit
Let me
fire.
see if I can find that hat. Yeah,
And they got a lot of
this one here go
different ones too. But that checkered one and
here go.
that flame one,
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. The checkers and the flame. Here go L right here.
bro, look at the
Yeah,
number on that
yeah,
joint, bro.
yeah. That number, that racing nut. Yeah, that's super
Oh
tough.
man,
Hey,
that's
I'm.
Super tough.
Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta give MLB their credit. They being very innovative
Mm-hmm.
the way they doing
Yep.
this.
Yep.
nah.
So
They definitely doing their thing right now. I can
yeah, they did.
appreciate that.
They did for sure. But yeah, I was very happy overall with All Star Weekend. Again, a very entertaining derby, very entertaining game. Even though it was a ass whooping for most of it. The ending of the game was very entertaining and hell, we got a hit off. So what are
The
you gonna
jig
do,
was
right?
up. They knew what they
Yeah,
was doing.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, that was the Midsummer Classic. Had a really great time watching that. Um, Outside of that, also the Summer League, NBA Summer League, is crowned the champion. And actually, since the last time we potted, all the Summer League has happened. A little bit of highs and lows. Obviously, we had the matchup between Bronny and Cade. I mean, Cooper Flag. I'm gonna tell you this: Bronny looks like he's growing into his pro body a little more. He looks more explosive. Now it is still G or summer league, so I'm not saying nothing crazy, but I'm just saying from what we saw last year to this year, Bron looked like he was a lot more in control of his body and able to that year of working in a pro system definitely has paid off. So um,
Definitely.
Does
you
he
can
look?
see it, and
Does he
he
look
looks
more?
more confident.
I was just about to say, does he look more confident playing?
I don't think he's letting that look. I'm not saying he looked like a starter. No, 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 no. He
Only
just
thing
we just talking about the
that's
growth.
yeah, I think the only thing that bothers me though is that
Hmm.
his size he don't like handling the ball.
No, no, and he's too undersized to not handle the ball because you're gonna have to play point.
Right.
You
He's
six
gonna
two,
have to
six
play
three.
point at that height.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
You
but
six
he's
two, 6'3".
I would say a positive though. He's very self aware. He understands that I think he knows. I, I hate to say it like this here, but I feel like he knows that. Well, for sure, he knows he's not going to be his dad, and I don't think he. And I think he feels like he's not going to be like an all star caliber player. So
Mm-hmm.
he's at least right now. So he knows that to get his minutes, he's going to have to do something different. And what's that?
Yeah,
Play defense.
you got to.
You
Got to
know what
play
I'm saying?
defense.
So he's like
Got to.
he gonna work on
But I
his
don't.
body, play defense, be a knockdown
Hmm.
shooter or whatever. And that there honestly keeps you in the league.
Yep, it's a
But I
job.
don't.
3 and D is gonna keep you in the league for over
I
10
don't think.
years.
I don't think he tries to play like his dad.
Of course not. I
No,
mean,
no, no, no,
he
no,
don't have
no,
the
no.
stature
Like
of
he.
his dad.
No, I know. But I will say that motherfucker athletic as shit.
He
For
is
sure.
athletic. I'm um athletic as shit. Mm.
Not bruh.
No, he is, bro. He's athletic as
Bro,
shit.
he's
I
athletic
would
as
say
shit.
he's not the fastest, he's not the biggest,
No,
not the strongest, not the
He
quickest, don't
explosive
jump the
like a mother.
highest.
he's
He's
just
yeah.
athletic. Like
Yeah,
he's that athlete where he has all the tangibles.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
for sure.
he does everything the correct way.
Yep. What I like about him
He knows
is,
the game.
yeah, his and just from what I saw, obviously in the games that he played with the Lakers, um, in summer league, he played like a leader on the court this year, and I think that we should we should be no more than one more year of summer league ball before he's like officially a rotation in the NBA. Unless he just makes a jump this year. Um, I just think like I'm looking at these first 2 years in the league as if he still stayed in college. So, you know, I know what it is because I honestly still think he should have stayed in college. I think
Yeah.
he especially with the accident that happened and everything,
Yeah,
it
it
would
was
have
more so about
behooved him
his
to
dad for sure.
yeah, it would have behooved him to stay in college more. But you know, we can't do nothing about it now. We here, so gotta go with what it is. Mo, what's the deal?
Yeah, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
What's good, brother?
And Mo,
Ain't nothing. Just
I'm
talking a little bit
doing
about summer league.
how what did I miss? Well, no pun
No,
intended.
no,
I don't want to
no.
talk
We
that.
just kind of really were introducing. Kyle Filipowski won MVP for the summer league, which still haven't all.
I thought that was
He,
Con Knipple.
no, he was summer league. Filipowski was
Really? Because Con Knipple went 6-0.
yeah. Conking I believe he won the final
Oh,
MVP or
sorry.
whatever it was. But
Uh,
yeah, Filipowski won MVP for summer league. Um, Matter of fact,
uh,
which is crazy, they had a all league team, so it looked like Clifford Filipowski, David Jones Garcia, Jordan Miller, and Terrence Shannon Jr. were all summer league first team. Ron Holland second. Isaac, how do you let me see? How do you pronounce his name? Isaac. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Damn, this thing will load up. Come on, brother. Isaac Jones, Concanupple, AJ Mitchell, KJ Simpson, and Isaac Jones from the Sacramento Kings were second team. Look, I think Con is going to get a lot of opportunity to shoot the ball into this season, and Con's going to be all right. I think Concanupple going to be really, really, really decent. Um, you know, he in a situation where obviously the focus is going to be Brandon Miller, and I would assume LaMelo Ball if LaMelo Ball's not traded, but Brandon Miller's probably going to be their focal. Um, but I think the Hornets can build something. These are great, great young pillars to build off of. I mean, shit, even if they keep LaMelo Ball, LaMelo still ain't but 23 years old. 20. for
I don't
23
think
24.
I don't think Lamelo wants to be there.
I don't think so either. I don't think he want to get drafted there from jump. Oh, and the Red Sox have beaten the Phillies
Do
with
he
a
want?
homer.
Do he even want to play basketball?
Now he wants to play basketball. I'm not going to do that to him, but I do think that he likes the lifestyle just as much as he does the game. He's so good. I think the thing with Lamelo is, bro.
Earl, the game not over,
Lamelo's
Earl. That's the top of the 11.
That's so crazy.
is 9-7.
Earl
Yeah,
TV too.
it's the top. That ain't the bottom. It's the
Are
top.
are they away? Are they in Philly?
Yeah, they're in Philly.
Oh
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm tweaking. My fault. My fault, man. Um, yes, it is top of 7. My fault. Top of 11. Sorry about that, y'all. um, I sort of thought that was a walk off. That's what I get for looking at two things at once. But yeah, I ain't gonna say that Lamelo necessarily don't love the game, bro. I think huge that's a huge statement to put on him. But I will say that I think that Lamelo is at the time now where he's going to have to start maturing in his game and in his approach to being the guy there or wherever he may go. I know that honestly, it probably would have done him best to go to Golden State out the gate, but then again, I'm not so sure about that. So we'll see what happens with him. I don't have an ideal situation where LaMelo could land as a player because I just don't really know who could use a high volume combo guard, um, a high volume score first combo guard, who has all star talent, but he's going to require you to change a lot of the foundation of your team because I just don't know if he has a game that buys into a winning situation. He's never been in one, so I don't know what his game dials into. I don't know, but um, for those of y'all that did catch summer league, was there any standouts for y'all that maybe you into there, positive or negative, that that you felt like, all right, this is something I need to watch going into the NBA? There was something for me.
Uh, Dylan
I'm gonna be
Harper.
honest.
Dylan Harper. Yeah.
I didn't watch summer league.
Okay.
I watched like two games to be exact. Obviously, Cooper Flags first game.
Mm-hmm.
VJ, what's his name?
Edge come.
Edgecombe.
I watched two of his games, and that was about it. I didn't find it any. I'm not saying that I didn't find it exciting. I just didn't feel like it was necessary for me to watch.
I'll say
Yeah,
this. I agree with you. The presentation of summer league was kind of weird this year.
yeah. They had like 4 different places.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
really a centralized cap place like normal. Like normally we start out on NBA TV and work our way to ESPN. It was on, like you said, Mike, like four different places to watch. Um,
yeah. I don't.
real,
And I'm gonna explain
but
my gripes. I don't need basketball be presented to me on four different networks. I feel like once you start putting multiple networks, that's gonna make me not want to watch the sport. Like I shouldn't have to go to four different avenues just to watch a sport. Like you scale back, keep it at two, and you can get as much quote unquote viewership that you're looking for. But
yeah,
you
this
know,
should have been an NBA TV and ESPN thing, and that's it.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like
it's
this year
always been.
though. I feel like there's been more support for summer league this year too though. Like
I'll be
I
real,
can't
Mike.
recall
I watch more
seeing.
WNBA games this
Oh,
this
bro,
summer
me
than
too. Oh, me
yeah.
too. Me too.
I
Bro,
watch. I've been watching a shit ton of WNBA games.
Mhm.
oh, me too, bro.
I, I
I watched a lot of WNBA this year.
No, I know you do, but like I'm talking about I'm gonna say this out loud. I ever since I was a kid, I liked the Minnesota Lynx because obviously Simona was there first, and then Maya came there. But obviously I lived there, so like by default I had to cheer for the Liberty. So, but this season I've been like watching a lot of Phoenix games. Phoenix games are very competitive this year.
Very, they've been
Um,
fighting.
I know like everybody's been tuning into like Angel Reese redemption arc. So shout out to that. That's been great. But I feel like the league has been competitive because as a clear cut, it looks like the Lynx without if no injuries happen as they're trending upwards, it looked like they should win the finals, but we don't know how the playoffs is going to play out. But the league is getting competitive, and we'll talk about the league, the WNBA, more as it progressed more. Like I know,
Yeah.
like Earl might want to address something that one of the 15th greatest basketball players said the other day about the WNBA. So we'll probably
What
get
did
to
they
that
say
later.
about the WNBA?
You're not gonna act like Shaquille O'Neal didn't say something about the WNBA a couple days
Oh, I
ago.
forgot about that.
Who?
Legit,
Who did?
bro. He speaks in such novelty sometimes. I forget a lot of things that
Who?
he talks about. Shaquille O'Neal.
What did he say? What did he say down low?
He said that they should lower the rims just
Oh
slightly
yeah, I saw that shit.
so that they. Okay, look. My issue with it is you're going to take away from the shooting touch of the whole league if you do that, and that takes away from the game. Now, yeah, you're
Nah,
going to add in dunking, but honestly, I don't think that's worth. Um, and we're going to summer league in a second, unless y'all just want to kill it, we can move
I mean, bro,
on.
in that same interview, bro, he also said once he's 60, he's gonna move to fucking.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
You know what
what
I'm
Um,
did he
saying?
say he was gonna move?
He said he's gonna move to the villages, Florida, where they have the highest STD rate in the country. He said, well, that's where he want to move to. Like,
I'm
nigga,
making that same face that's on your background, Mo. Like, what are we doing
yeah,
here, man?
bro, what?
Shaquille O'Neal, yo,
Nah, all right. Look, before we speak about him, I just want to say, lowering the rim isn't gonna put up viewership or is gonna make people pay attention to the league. The harsh reality of what people think of the WNBA is the same problem the NBA has. It's the way I was presented to people is the reason why like it looks like nobody cares about the sport has been competitive for like the last 8 years, and people have to realize that the WNBA has only been around for 30 something years. I'm probably older than the WNBA, like the
90,
actual league.
97 was the first year.
You
Yeah,
are, bro.
You
30
are.
years is
I'm
97 was
like
the first year.
I'm actually older than them, so I get it with like everything that they're addressing, and I want to preface this and say I'm on their side, but it takes time. Like we have to forget that like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't touch his first million until he was like 34 in the NBA. Like I want, like it takes time for things to build up, and we both of us, gender neutral, has to do much better and actually want to. And I'm saying us. We watch a lot of sports. I'm not including us, but everyone has to do a part. Like the fans actually have to show up, just like how we show up for basketball and
Mm-hmm.
football, where we share the excitement and talk about it. We all have to do that for the WNBA because we keep beating on a dead horse, and we keep beating on that like they need to get paid more. We all agree that they do need to get paid more, but it's like the affirmative action of making it the league gets paid more. Like we have to work. We have to not even rock memorabilia. We have to like show that we actually want to watch the league. So there's only way. That's the only. That's my only solution. I don't know if I'm right, but that's like the only solution I have.
Yeah. Christian, you want to say something?
I haven't been watching much of the WNBA because
You misogynistic pig. No, I'm just
bro, they got it
I'm
running
kidding. I'm
with
kidding. I'm
LB.
kidding. Well, that, but also, having games on Ion and stuff like that, unless you just
Bro,
go,
not that they be
yeah,
having
it's a
games
lot.
at 12 p.m. Like
Yeah,
Well, well,
I'm
their
at work,
scheduling is awful. Their schedule is
yeah, the
awful,
scheduling is
but it's
awful, but
also
I
they're
will say,
competing with America's pastime.
yeah, yeah.
Dog, dog. Like
Um,
how am I supposed to tap in on my lunch break when the links and the aces just started? What?
No,
yeah.
I feel like they should scale back on the mid on in and this is not me teaching. This is not me trying to be. They having games in the middle of the week around lunchtime is the
bro.
dumbest
That
shit ever.
it is.
Because one, you're competing with seven baseball games on the West Coast in the middle of the week
Hmm.
at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, less baseball teams play on Sunday because it's American Game of the Week. The the headline game is at night. So you have the whole Sunday until 7:30 p.m. You can have your future matchup, your marquee matchup, and whatever you want to do. Like if you want to shake something up, but having a game at 12:30, knowing that the Padres and say the Diamondbacks have played, it's yes, people. It may not look like people want to watch that, but everybody's so accustomed to baseball being on in the summer, middle of the
Yeah.
week, that you're actually like scaling back on your viewership because I'm probably going. Not me, but if you go to a bar, you go to every panel on TV, all you see is baseball. You're not going to
Hmm.
see a WNBA game. And everybody knows in happy hour from 12 to 4, like, no, from like 3 to 7 in the middle of the week, it's just going to be baseball games on because that's what people are accustomed to. So I get it, you're trying something new, but you have to build your product up to the point where it's become undeniable. It's starting to become undeniable, but like Christian said, what I'm supposed to do at 12:30 when I'm trying to eat my lunch, I can't watch 4 quarters of a basketball game at a time.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I think no matter how you look at how the WNBA is presented, your primetime games, and I know this has to do with TV deals. And look, it's about to get better because the TV deal is about to come on. I think they got like a $2 billion deal or something like that
Yeah.
with the TV. So the scheduling is going to get a lot better. But just for now, we're gonna have to hold on. And I know that we're gonna have to kind of ride this wave. But look, it couldn't be a better time for the W from a presentation aspect because now you're having marquee names that are being built from college transferring
Mm-hmm.
to the WNBA, and because of how presentation is for the women's college game, the WNBA has to step it up because between endorsement deals, the fact that these women are able to get their own bag now in general, you're
Mhm.
gonna have a hard time. And how successful Unrivaled was, you're gonna be very hard pressed to be able
I'll
to
say this:
continue the league operating the way it
they have
is.
the best All Star weekend, in my opinion. They have the best All Star weekend.
Uh,
It's
we
from like
just we just talked about that.
I'm not even trying to like be
I'm
funny.
still going with MLB for me personally.
I don't like MLB All Star weekend
That's
at
fair.
all,
That's fair.
Why?
and I love baseball. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Period. I
Okay.
I I I don't. I feel like yes, it's the best of the best players. You get to the fierce competitiveness. But if I'm getting hit by a pitch 2 weeks prior to this game, and this is supposed to be me trying to showcase by telling you hit me with a pitch on the day where it's technically supposed to be an off day, I don't want to play this. This is why I always hated MLB All Star game. The last MLB All Star game I enjoyed, Christian, was the 2006 MLB All Star game. Now I get it. Everybody loves the Derby and the competitiveness, and like everybody keeps living off of what happened in 2017 with Judge and Stan. Like I get that. That's cool. But we I watched how Kyle Rowley won. It kind of made me want to throw up. Like I can't believe
Why?
that's how I just didn't like it. That's just me. I just didn't like how he won. I didn't watch it, but I watched how he won. Like I seen a million clips of how he won. I get it, but it was like what by .2 next to the pole he won.
Oh
That's
no,
how
yeah,
he.
that well no, so that was round. Um, I mean, listen, I think MLB. Honestly, I think that
No,
that on the Derby.
it's a fair point. It's a fair point. You guys are not wrong. I'm just not a fan of MLB All Star Weekend.
Fair.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, look, the good part about it is, and I'm not being funny when I say this, everybody's got a preference or something. No, real talk. I
No, I'm
understand
not good.
what they say was good for the goose, good for the gander, whatever the hell. Like,
Yeah,
look. brother. I feel it. I appreciate the WNBA All Star game. So an All Star weekend. I think um, from a competitive standpoint, bullshit. I don't. Anywho, bullshit. I don't. But anywho,
Mike,
uh,
you don't
from
watch the
from
Hey,
the
hey, Nar,
you don't
niggas
watch the
be in there like
WNBA.
Shane Gillis.
Nar, you said Earl don't watch WNBA. Yeah.
there you go.
Look at
There
Earl
you go.
right now.
No, no, no.
He
No,
said,
I had to find out. But
No,
look,
what,
this
look,
was
what
look,
back. This
no,
was
look. Look at my
bro. It
background.
was
Look
some
at my
major shit
background.
going
This is
on in the
Earl.
WNBA,
This is
right? And
Earl right
I
now.
waited the entire episode just to prove that these truly don't watch it because I knew the shit, and you know what I'm saying. And I thought it was something that wasn't really newsworthy, but it was something that them, if they were WNBA fans, they would talk about. And bro, I'm gonna go back and listen to every episode until I find it. But I know
you're
for a
you're gonna
fact
you're gonna
that
have to
these
because
niggas do not be watching. What they do is they follow the pages so they'll know the stats and shit like that. They do not sit down and watch 4 quarters of WNBA
Who
basketball
you talking
like
about?
they do
who
any
I
other
don't know
sport.
who
That's
he's
a
talking
goddamn
about.
lie.
I
Who you
don't know
talking
who he's
about?
talking about because
Who you talking?
that could be further from the truth.
Oh,
But
Mike
okay,
and Earl. They the only two niggas to talk about it.
You
okay,
crazy as
They
fuck.
watch it
you
though.
crazy as hell.
Me and my
I
lady
You
sit
watch.
down
man, oh
WNBA
No,
my
basketball
no,
games
bro.
God,
every
these
day, bro.
niggas
No,
is
Bro,
lying,
no,
fool.
you know
no.
you
Hey,
I'm
know
gonna
listen,
what
tell
it
you
hey,
is.
Me
we
and my
going we
lady sit
going.
down and
Well,
watch WNBA basketball damn near
I'm
every
gonna
day.
devise a way in my mind to prove this to you somehow, but
Yo,
Okay,
I
that's
can't
crazy,
mention
okay.
it
Nard.
because they gonna
We
know.
supposed to be
Trust me, I'm gonna
brothers,
prove it to
Nard.
you.
You know
We
what's
supposed to be
crazy, bro?
brothers,
You
Nard.
know what's
Hey,
crazy is we argue about WNBA in our chat every day,
Y'all,
bro.
I
all the
said
time. So
y'all
In
I
y'all
our
don't know
love the
text
why he
messages,
pages.
bro,
doing it.
we
Nigga, I
argue
could
about
argue golf.
Okay, okay.
no nigga, we bro, I watch
I'm gonna tell you
WNBA
this,
basketball,
Right,
Nard.
bro.
bro.
I
And
Bro,
watch
we
like
the
I
can
told
W.
watch.
you,
I don't know
You
what
could
you're
run
talking
laps
about.
around me
and like I
in
I
told
yeah, bro.
I know
I
I'm the
watch the
women that
W.
I'll
I
let you
don't
I'm
know
know
gonna
that
what
whoop
you're
right
your
now,
talking
ass
about,
right
Nard.
bro.
now.
You could run laps around me with golf. I
Yeah,
don't watch
yeah. Now, what I
golf
will
at all.
admit that I'm a
What I'm saying is
casual
I
fan
don't
of.
watch golf regularly. I just follow a lot of golf pages because I like the sport and I
Now
watch a
listen.
tournament every now and
What
then.
For
I will
But
admit that I'm a
for my
I'm a
what I will admit
casual. You know what I'm
what I
saying?
will admit I'm a casual fan of is hockey. I just be bull with the Panthers. So I don't give a fuck. But
Don't get me started.
no, nigga.
Nah,
To
chill,
be
chill,
real,
chill. Earl is the number one.
No, don't
I
you
am.
not.
I am.
Hell
Yes,
nah.
yes, he
I
Hell,
is.
am.
hell
He
nah.
I
is.
am
He
the number
is.
one Panthers fan. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
put it
Mo,
like
you
this.
wanna
But
know? Mo,
It's
you wanna know
people.
who brought?
Yo,
You
it's
wanna know who
people
brought?
that don't even know Earl, but they know Earl is a mascot for the Panthers.
Hey, Mo, you wanna know who brought? You wanna know who brought hockey to the group? 2023, me when we lost to
Yo,
Vegas. I ain't with the
Christian. I'm
shit.
not
No,
Christian. I hear all that, right? I hear all that, right? I'm all for
you
you
get out of there
bringing
with his
stuff into.
shades.
No.
Hey
I'm
Diabolical.
Christian, you can
no,
kumbaya
hold
all
on,
you want, bro. This nigga was on the news, bro.
Christian. I
This
get
nigga
I
was
you.
a
know he
mess in
right,
was.
bro.
Vegas.
I know you mad, bro. I know. But
No,
look, bro,
Christian, just
I'm
Christian,
the number one
Christian, just
Panthers
hear me
fan
out.
in the world, bro. You
Christian,
can't
just
take
hear
that
me
from
out.
me. I'm
Christian,
sorry.
just hear me out. You might be the first person to bring it to you, but the person you brought it to the world. That's the difference.
Hey,
You brought
man.
it to the
Hey,
group chat, brought it to the world.
look,
Yeah,
man.
but
People put
Hey
it like this,
Christian,
Christian.
Christian, you made it a
Who was
hot
on the
line. You
news?
made it a hot song.
Hot song,
Yeah,
bro. I'm sorry,
Christian,
bro.
Christian,
the
Sorry, bro.
debauchery needs to stop.
Christian. You know what's the crazy thing, right? You could have been in that interview when they said these guys look like some real fans.
But
You
you
could have
ain't
been
go.
there. You didn't go. So
I've been to
you got
like 6 games in the last two
you gotta
years.
remember. You gotta remember.
Been to both parades. Been to been to both closing games from the
see,
championship.
Christian.
So,
Now
hey,
you
look,
see
bro,
how he.
you let
You
me
see what
over
he
your
just said,
trap. Take
Christian.
over your trap.
Look. You see what he just said, Christian. That's what a real fan was supposed to do. Not saying you are not, but he covered all the bases of what a
I'm
fan
saying his
is.
ass ain't shit.
I, I'm
So
sick and tired
I
of
know
the
I
debauchery.
nah, I get all that. I get all of that. Like, yo, it's unfair that I brought it here. But it's like, that's how sacrificial lambs work. Like you
But to
brought it to
This collusion against bald people. I'm sold.
but to Nard's point, I mean, honestly, bro, we don't talk about the W, bro, because most of the times, to keep it real, you always got to hear, "Oh, niggas ain't
Earl,
watching
who
women play
won the
basketball."
2024 WNBA 3-point?
Who won
10,
2024?
9, 8. You don't watch it.
24?
I told you.
Nigga, I couldn't tell you who won 2024 in the NBA.
Yes, you do.
Who won in 24 in the NBA?
Everybody, nigga,
Celtics.
Lillard.
Ooh, he
I
did?
did not
Oh,
know
okay.
that. Not, no,
I
I
didn't
did
know
not
that
know.
either.
I did not
I
know
did not.
Dame.
All
I
right,
did
well,
not
I
know
got
I
you.
did
Dame
not.
won that.
But
What
you
what
probably
what
know who
was
won the
in
dunk
24?
contest.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't.
In
I don't
I
remember
don't
who.
know.
2024,
Oh no. Well, duh, Mac McClung done won the last 5 years straight or some shit. Of
I'm
course.
saying.
Come on, bro. That's kept. But I
I
feel
didn't
you,
want to
bro.
say
You
MVP. That's too easy.
say
And I couldn't go
MVP.
this year because it's just on ESPN, so everybody know who won this year. So you know what I'm saying.
They
But
haven't
don't worry,
crowned.
I'm gonna
They haven't.
randomly pull
They
out
haven't,
WNBA
wait,
facts
they
from
haven't. They
recent
haven't.
years. I ain't
Haven't
going
crowned
back
the
to the
MVP. You
'90s.
talking about league
Recent
MVP or
year
All Star
shit.
MVP? You talking about
Huh?
league or All Star MVP? Are you talking about league or All Star MVP?
The league. That's too
No,
easy.
nigga, you just asked who won the 3-point shootout contest. I
Right,
just
because that's a
answered.
random fact that I would think
No,
somebody
I
who
can.
Yeah,
really watches
I
it
just
nah.
would
I
know.
I
answered your
couldn't tell you
question.
who won the three
Hold
point
on,
contest this year in the
was
NBA.
I on mute or something?
What
Yeah,
you
you
say?
probably was. Was it the
Oh
shorty on
shit!
the
Because when he
Dreams or
said,
some shit?
I said Alicia Gray when he asked. I guess I'm on
Was
mute
that
though.
the? She
I
was on
make
the
a fool
Dreams,
though.
right? She was on the Dreams,
Yeah,
or is
because
she
she won
still
a
on the
3-point
Dreams?
contest and she won the skills challenge last year and the year
Oh,
Yeah,
I
before.
I
mean,
mean,
I
talk
just
that
Well,
know.
it's
shit,
too
Mike.
late now. You could
Talk
have
that
Googled
shit.
it.
No,
but not knowing that don't mean you. Don't, I mean, hey,
Yeah,
whatever, man.
So,
Mike,
bro,
Mike,
I promise to God, I did not know I was on mute, bro, because I'm making food right
Mm-mm.
now.
No.
Mike.
That's
No, no, no,
Nah,
Mike.
don't worry,
You're
Mike.
not
That will
wrong.
be your only opportunity. I'm gonna be asking random
No, that's
facts.
kind of
All I'm
I
unfair
saying
don't.
is
because
you
I
niggas
don't.
no,
better
I
that's
don't
kind
study
know
of
what you're
unfair.
WNBA because I'm
forgetting.
about
No,
to be
no, no, no.
Inspector
That's
Gadget
such
out
a
this motherfucker.
small fraction
Yeah,
of the
like I,
game
I
of
don't.
the
I don't really know what you're
because
getting
that's
at.
like me asking someone who won the Pro Bowl MVP in 2004. Like,
But I didn't
what the
say
fuck?
2004. I just said 24. Like
I say who won the Pro Bowl MVP last year. None
I
of
don't
us know
watch the
that.
Pro Bowl. I'm also not saying that I watch the Pro Bowl. Niggas who know me know I don't watch. I
But,
don't watch.
I'm saying, but I can tell you last year. I can tell you last year that obviously Team USA beat the WNBA All Stars, but that's because it's the first scrimmage of the women's game for Team USA. No, that
Nah, but I'm
every other
saying
year,
I'm just asking questions like, but right for me, like you can't ask me questions like that because
this
I
year,
don't
for instance.
really watch pro
Nah,
sports
no,
as
I really
much
try
as
to
a lot
pull
of niggas.
niggas.
Like I watch pro
No,
sports, like I
no,
know
I
shit,
try to pull niggas
but
card.
Bro, hear me out.
I watch college football. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hear me
that's
out, bro.
We know that. You can.
Hear me
I
out,
that's
don't
bro.
my
really.
shit.
My lady is a former athlete, bro, and my lady is into sports just like I am, bro. So I watch with her, bro. Like we legit sit
Oh,
here
some
and
niggas
watch,
are
bro.
so lucky. Some niggas are so lucky.
But no, man. I mean,
Fam. My
look,
lady, bro. My lady just bought a fucking flight to fucking Minnesota, bro, to watch the Lynx, bro.
y'all going to see the Lynx?
Some niggas
No,
are so
no.
lucky.
Listen, bro.
Some niggas are
Listen,
so lucky.
bro. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm letting y'all know it right now.
I know y'all know if the Lakes win,
I, I'm
the
I'm I am an avid fan of the Aces, and y'all know Asia Wilson's my
No,
dog. But
nigga, you're an Asia Wilson
hold
fan.
on, let me finish my statement. Damn. But if I'm just being honest,
My bad,
the,
bloodbath.
the crown has been taken, and Fee is indeed the best player in the game. Now look, I think
Absolutely.
Fee, I think it's Fee, Asia, and I think Brianna Stewart's the best player
Did
she
y'all
just
did y'all already talk about what Pat McAfee said as far as paying them more?
no, we didn't.
No, what you
We
say?
were literally just kind of introducing the topic. Um, but
we
what did
spoke
Pat
about
Pat
Shaquille
say?
Back in the
O'Neal's.
day, I don't know if I want to listen to another colonizer. They be lying.
What did Pat say?
Uh, I could quote him, but just to summarize, basically he said was like, if they're already operating it as at a loss, it wouldn't cost that much more. I mean, it wouldn't be that much worse if they upped their salaries and lost another 5 to 6 million a year.
I agree.
Oh
Because you got to
damn,
look at it,
yo,
bro.
you alright, white boy? You
Yeah,
alright?
I agree with him, and it's like
Hey
this,
man,
bro.
Pat
Again,
McAfee made
the
the Pro
issue
Bowl
isn't
as
the
a
issue
But now,
isn't
okay,
the
now let me
issue is
ask you this,
not
right? Let me ask you this. All right, so
okay.
let's dive all the way into sports in general, right?
Okay,
Sports in
yep,
general.
yep,
When you look at college athletics
yep.
and that whole NIL thing and where it is now, is based upon what? It's not based upon the fact that those guys are out there sweating and playing a sport because niggas do that shit in high school for free. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that they went to college and did it because that's really the next level. It's how much money
About the money being
these
generated.
schools were pocketing that these players were getting zero of, selling
Correct.
their jerseys, pictures of them, and the fans and what these guys are doing on the field. These players are the reason that all this money is being spent in the first place. So we're
Correct.
talking about billions on billions on billions of dollars. Same thing with when in the NBA and all other pro sports. When you look when Magic Johnson first signed that, what was it, 10 years, 10 million or something like that?
No,
It's like,
it
yo,
was 25 years, 25 mil.
25 years, 25, like, yo, that's insane. Da, 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 da. Where
If you
now niggas is
translate that to
legitimately making 70
if you
million in a
translate that to
season.
today, Nard, that's that's he's only getting paid like $53 million. The
Right.
guy's
So,
okay.
but I'm saying, but as you see, as the league makes more, niggas' salary went up. So it's like
Right.
they, you can't say that they deserve more just because they're playing a sport when everybody else is getting paid
It's
based
not
on
just
what
because
they're
they're playing
making.
the sport. It's not just because they're playing the sport. So here's some background in that. Okay, number one,
They got a new TV deal.
they got a new TV deal that brought in $2 billion. The problem is they're being paid. Okay,
Nine percent revenue share.
they're being paid 9% of the revenue share. In comparison to the NBA, the players are getting paid 50
51.
percent of the revenue share.
51.
51.
Right, but listen
Now,
though,
wait,
but
but hold
how
on.
much is that revenue is needed in order for the league to operate? That's the difference.
I understand that, but the problem is with what's required for the league to operate. They operate at a deficit. They lose roughly about 10 million. They operate. Let's just say they pay 60 to bring in 50. We'll just simplify it because it is somewhere in that area. It has changed with more revenue that's come into the league versus going out. Obviously, with the popularizing of women's basketball over the last 5 years, specifically, especially post COVID. That being said, we're not saying, and people that are in support of them getting more are not saying that they should get the 50% revenue share yet. They haven't gotten to the profit enough to do so yet. But 9% is such an abysmal percentage. They should realistically, if you want to talk about what could be life
But the
changing
thing
for
is,
them,
Earl, you're talking about they're 9%, right? If
mhm,
you give the WNBA back that 9% of their revenue that they're paying them, bro, and they didn't give them anything, they still would be losing money.
I understand that, but you wouldn't have a
So
league
how
to
can
lose.
you ask
Wait,
like
wait a
it's
minute.
like that? At
You
that
wouldn't.
point, they're better off saying fuck it. We shouldn't even do it at all.
You wouldn't have a league to play if they didn't pay them that 9% from
And
jump.
but listen though, if there's no money to operate, then you don't have a
No,
league
no,
to
no.
pay
There's
you.
money to operate. The problem is they're losing. There's a few companies in
Well,
this
Earl,
that
that
are
money
quite
has to be coming
established.
from somewhere. Because if you're losing money, that means you're not
Of course,
making any. That means
it comes from
somebody has to be giving you the money on the
right.
back end.
It comes from TV deals and everything else. The thing is, they're about to their
Earl,
TV
TV
deals
deals are
today.
part of revenue. It has to be
No,
something
listen
outside
to
of the
listen
contracts
to what I'm
connected to
saying.
your
Listen,
organization that's
listen to what I'm
supplementing you.
saying. I hear you. Hold on, just hear me out. They're about to get an influx of $2 billion.
Over how much time?
What? How long is that new TV deal? I'll tell you.
Because it's not coming in a year.
No, 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 no. It's not 2 billion a year.
So you got to break down
Um,
what
But they
it is per
TV.
year versus what they're spending per year. Because even with that 2 billion, they still over depending on the time frame, they might still be losing money.
hold on. I'll tell you. There's no way they could be losing money. One, because they're operating and expanding the league to four new teams in the next 5 years between the
How
Valkyries
much does
this
it
year.
cost to start a new team before that team
So
starts
they
making
so they
money?
got an 11-year media rights deal worth $2.2 billion between
So you
Disney,
break that down,
Amazon,
that's 200
and
million or
Universal.
something a year, like 220 a
Okay.
year, something like
Now
that.
let's see where they at now.
You have to see what are their total operating expenses for the league.
So right now they are operating. I'm just looking it up. My fault. They are operating. I hate this AI shit.
The WNBA's total
Hold on.
operating expenses are estimated to be around 250 million a year. This includes player
250 million.
compensation, which is
Where are
estimated
you?
around 18.6 million.
Send me that
So,
link.
even if they're getting 2.2 over 11, that means they're getting what?
Mhm.
That's less than 220 million a year. It's like 2 point. It's like 210.
It's 20. It's 200 million a year.
Yeah, 200 million a year even. So they're still losing $50 million with that new deal. Because per year it costs them $250 to operate. So now you add four new teams that don't start making money yet. It doesn't make sense to pay them more right now. Like the league has to grow. It has to get more fans. It
It,
has to
it
generate
definitely
more
makes
revenue.
sense. It makes sense to pay them, especially with more money coming in.
Y'all want to know
But
But
something?
but even with that new deal, we see they're still gonna lose money every year. So they need to
well,
gain
there's
Y'all know
more
there
what?
there. Well,
revenue.
Do
I
y'all know
don't
what
want
the
to
most
make it
valuable team is
They're
in
exclusive
the
just
like they're
losing
the
a
WNBA right
only.
little
now?
bit less than they were
I don't
losing
want to make
before.
it exclusive like they're the only company to lose money and still be able to
What'd you say,
pay
Mike?
people.
Y'all know who the most valuable WNBA team is right now?
No.
The Golden State Valkyries,
Yeah.
and this is their expansion year.
Hmm.
The money gonna come. The
So
money's gonna come.
I'm looking now.
Well, I thought it would have been
But I think
eliminated because
that
there
to
was
me
like,
though, but that's not hard numbers though, Mike. Value of a team is like basically what somebody thinks you would sell it for. That's not necessarily how much actual liquidable assets there are within that team.
What
You
makes
know
you
what I'm
say
saying?
that?
So if they were to
What?
sell the team, they might get a couple billion for it because somebody has to. Just like you, if you selling a new car, it didn't cost them 100,000 to make it. Nigga, it probably cost but that's how they make money. So if they was to sell the team, yeah. But how much money do the Valkyries actually have, and how much of that is you, or how much money they actually bringing in to contribute to, you know what I'm saying, increased revenue within the WNBA?
So it says here the WNBA operates with a revenue stream, of course, including broadcast deals, ticket sales, and sponsorships. In recent years, the league's revenue has seen significant growth, with estimates placing between 180 to $200 million annually. While the league is seeing increased revenue, it is still experiencing losses, with some suggesting around a loss of 50 million per year. So if they're bringing in,
I don't understand how they losing out money though. That's what I
Because
don't
when you
understand
got to
where the
pay,
money is
because
being lost
now
at.
when you think about it, now they wanted those chartered flights. Them shits. How much you think it costs real
They
life
need
for
that.
every team to be able to fly on their own plane every game? That's millions
Like
right
a
there.
quarter million.
You don't. I mean,
I think per
I think
flight
it's probably
probably.
more than that though.
I think about a quarter mil.
it's 10,000 for a day.
For a 757,
Well, they ain't probably no. They ain't say 757s now.
I
They
mean,
Yeah,
talking
they
about
yeah.
ain't
12
flying in
though.
no jet. It's a whole team. You got to bring the
no, you
trainers,
got
the
to fly
coaches, the
trainers, yeah,
players.
the whole nine.
All right, cool, niggas. It's gonna be 30 people on that motherfucker. You don't need no 757.
They flying 757s, fool.
Yeah, bro. It's
But they
not
were
the source
just
source.
flying
You
Spirit
don't
two
need.
weeks, 2 years ago, bro. They not flying no 757s, bro.
Let's see.
I can assure you.
So I'm seeing, okay, so that 50 million from what I'm seeing, it says the WNBA operates at a loss, primarily subsidized by the NBA, which means the WNBA is a tax write off for the NBA for the most part, probably because they got a lot of common owners and shit. Um, while the exact operational cost fluctuates, reports indicate that the league loses around $10 million annually, with some estimates reaching 50 million. I want to know where that 40 million differential is. Um,
Okay, Mike,
so
you were right, but I was right too. So it says WNBA teams are using a combination of Delta mainline regional jets and VIP charters for their travel. While some teams may have access to larger aircrafts, the majority of flights are utilizing smaller regional jets due to availability, especially during peak travel seasons. Blah blah blah. The league is paying for these charters, totaling around 25 million annually for the next 2 years. So you talking about
Mm-hmm.
25 mil is in chartered flights, bro?
Over the next, what it say, over the 2 years?
And it says annually for the next
Oh,
two
say
years.
annually for the next 2 years, which is, mm,
Nigga, that's a lot.
yeah. I
You
mean, for
know,
the
you
most,
I
know
mean,
who
For
it's a
50 million a
lot per
season, you
se.
telling me half of it's
you
coming
know
in
who Nard
flights,
sound like?
nigga?
It's
Remember when Draymond was on the shop and Lisa Leslie was like, "You should donate more," and he Draymond got mad tight at Lisa Leslie for saying donate.
okay. So
I'm
no,
just
I
saying,
see.
bro.
I'm
Like I
looking
know
here.
niggas hate
I'm
it,
looking
but
here.
they lowered
No,
the rims to 8 feet and they was out there yamming, nigga.
no,
Hey,
no, no. I'm looking here. So
Nard,
it says
please,
that
please
the
don't say
no.
that.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
yeah.
hear you.
It says that the revenue is shot up to $350 million per season, and the operating costs are holding around 231 million per season
now how the
on all this
hell?
stuff.
Everybody say we operating a loss. You find an article say they making 120
No,
million a year.
I'm reading.
Earl wrote that shit. Earl went on
I'm reading it here.
ChatGPT
I'm
and
reading it
said, write
here.
some shit and say
It
they
says
making
it
money.
says it says it says with that they're still expected to lose 50 million in 20. Oh, this is 2024's projected. They're expected to lose 50 million in 2024 despite the surging interest. So I don't know where this call is that's going between the 350 and 231, but they're still expected to lose the 50 million. I don't.
That's to me the most accurate numbers I've seen because everybody keeps saying this losing 50 million. I saw them that it said they make around 200 million and they operate around 250. That to me makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it probably. I mean, you got to think, but even in okay, let's look at it in real world time. There's a lot of companies that operate spending more on payroll than they do bring in every year. There's a lot of companies that do that.
Right, but here's the thing though. We know that this money's getting supplemented from the NBA. The first place.
Partially,
Oh, I'm not saying all of it, yes, but
yeah.
the first place that the NBA is going to take money from is probably what players. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
where let's say a cap might could like how this year the max contract might be, let's just say hypothetically is 271. You know what I'm saying? If they had that money, they might have actually could have did 273. But like I think these are the type of conversations that come up in CBA contract negotiations and all that shit. Like part of it is a realization that if you're not making money, somebody has to pay it, and there's only going to be so much they're willing to do when it's operating the way that it is, when the best players are making more than the worst players, but it still ain't that much compared to what NBA players are making because they're not making any money at all. The NBA doesn't operate at a loss at all. You
I'm
know what
just
I'm saying?
saying,
So
They
bro.
make hella
yeah,
money
Caitlin
hand
Clark
over
making seventy
fist.
eight $thousand is absurd.
Huh?
Caitlin Clark making just $78,000 is absurd, bro.
I mean, I understand that, but when you look at it like this, that's why you have to go to one of those leagues, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to start that are getting those injections of money before they're losing money because they have the money to pay it. The WNBA doesn't have the money to pay Caitlin Clark 5 million a season because where are they going to get it from? Because now you got to think it
They
can't
need
be
the
based
bags.
off
They need.
of because when you look at the NBA, all those contracts and stuff like that are based upon all NBAs, this, that, and the third, the accolades you get. So just because her name's Caitlin Clark, if other players are making those accolades, they're going to want that same bread. So now you got to pay 30 people around the league 5 million a season, not just
here's
Caitlin
something that
Clark.
we not.
She's just a household name.
Here's something that we not factoring in too in this conversation
Ticket
is
sales.
uh huh.
What? Ticket sales and merch?
No, because that factors into it to its base just off of the 42% that's owned by WNBA
I
owners.
could tell. I could tell
The
Nard
forty-two
is like
percent
Nard.
there's
Not
so
Nard is that cheap owner in Madden.
there's 42% of the league is owned by the WNBA, 42% is owned by the
Nari
NBA,
Jones.
and then another 16%.
Nard be
Uh,
charging $60 for
but
sodas at his
the
in Madden.
WNBA to essentially facilitate this money that they want to get, it's by donations of private investors. That's really what it's going to come down to. That's not really counted on.
Now, how many people are going to do that year after year
Well, it said
after?
in 22, it says in 2022 alone they raised 75 million from a group
Mm.
that
Right, but they raised that 75 million, and they still had to pay the players what they're paying. In order to consistently pay these players the type of money that we're talking about, they're
Mhm.
going to need a lot more than that. That 75 million only kept them in line with what they were already losing. In
Right.
order to get injections to pay them much, much more than because you're talking about going from 78,000. Let's say even on the short end, 2 million is more than what 10,
Well,
20.
the salary cap
It's
for a
almost like
team,
she
the
would make
salary
close to
cap for a
30 times more than she's making, something like
yeah, I'm
that.
saying the salary cap for a team is 1.5 mil.
Oh no! So now you have to raise the salary cap. Let's just say you raise the salary cap for each team to motherfucking 6 million across the league. Do you
Shit,
know how much money you have to have in order to do some shit like that?
72 more million dollars infused into the league. because that's 12 teams. And really, no, if you raise it 6 million and you got these other four teams
Bro,
coming in
you
by
think that's the only? You
2030.
think player salaries is the only thing that they worried about?
No,
That's
no,
not
no, no,
part of
no.
it.
I'm saying, but just off of that alone, if you looking at raising six million at 12, that's 72, plus the other four, that's another 24. That's $96 million that you got to infuse.
To cover those salaries, right?
Correct, correct.
Right now. So now that 75 million that we got before went to player salaries, went to those charter flights, went to the
Mm-hmm.
hotels, went to making sure they had the top, you know what I'm saying, physical people to make when they're in their practice facilities, they got meals and all that shit. That goes to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to take more money to now you need 96 million just for the salaries. And then we still need the other money for all the other shit. So now the people who donated 96 million have to now give that other 75 or whatever because they couldn't give that much for the salaries because what 12 million out of that. So let's take 12 million away from or 13 million because it was 12.5 or whatever the fuck it is. 1.5 times 12 teams is what? That's an extra 6 million, $18 million. So take 18 million from the 75. So what you got? 50
50,
58.
57.
57.
57. So you
Yeah,
got
out of the
so
18.
now in addition to the 96 million, you need 57. So you need somebody who's willing to give you $153 million
But I
every
think I
year.
think I think what they're saying is this: with this influx of $200 million coming in, it's giving more wiggle, and that's just off TV. That's
That's
not.
200. It's 200 million. But what were they getting before? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not 200 million.
You got. It
Even if they
says
were getting 80 million, now it's only an additional
it
120.
says
It ain't
so
like
you
they
got
were
to
getting
you got to
nothing.
divide it by six because it's six times what they were before. Divided by six, so that's gonna put us at 33.3 mil.
All right, so it's an extra 170. So it's not an extra 200, but it's an extra 167 or
No, no, no.
whatever.
It's no, 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 no. It's a new deal worth over 200 million. Oh, you
No, but
saying
I'm
it?
saying,
Oh, I got
but
you. I
I'm
got you.
saying, if
Okay, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
already
yeah.
making 33 million a year, if I
Right.
start getting 200, I didn't start making 200 million
No, no,
more.
I
I
got you.
started making
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I
167
got you.
million more.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I mean. So it's like, yeah, that helps. You know what I'm saying? It
A
helps,
lot. That's
but all of
that's
that
that's.
money can't go towards that.
What do you mean?
Because if
They're not
you're
saying they want all that money. What they're
no, I'm
saying
not.
is they
But
don't.
nigga, 96 million is damn near all of it.
No, no, no. But to be getting only 9% of a revenue share of something that's six times greater than what you're getting now, that's
Nah,
just
Nard is
that's
Mr. Krabs, bro.
Because
that's
I'm bro, that money now eases my losses for the people who are investing into this. They're not losing as much. They're not bleeding as much. They're trying to stop the bleeding
so
so
you're
they don't have
saying
to stop
before
the
you take
show.
care of the players, which is why the reason you're in business, you take care of the business
Earl, they're
first.
in business because somebody's paying for it.
No, no, I
This
understand it, but I'm saying
this
if
league
you
would
don't
not
have
operate
no,
off
no,
of
but what
viewers.
I'm saying is if you
The
don't
NBA
have
operates off viewers. I mean, they probably do get donations or whatever, but they operate off their
I
contracts
understand what you're
and
saying. What I'm
people and their
saying is this.
licensing and shit like that, making money. This league doesn't make money, so it
I
would
hear
literally not survive if somebody didn't keep it afloat. So you can't say the players are the reason.
I hear
The
what you're
players are
saying.
the reason for leagues that make money.
I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying is if those players hold out, because the leverage is always with the
If the
players.
players hold out, it hurts them. The people, you gotta understand, people. If this league folds, people stop losing money.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Man, since
interesting.
we talk about
That's why
WNBA
they don't hold
basketball,
it hurt them.
man, shout out to Brittany Griner, bro. She's on her what you call it back to Phoenix, man. Tonight was her first game
Yeah.
back in Phoenix.
First game back in
Proud of
Phoenix.
proud, proud of that sister. Proud of that
Shout
sister.
out to BG, man.
I'm proud of her, man.
Nard, keep your comments to yourself, dog.
Nard,
Um,
Nard, Nard, stop.
I,
Get the
Nard,
stud mafia to
yo,
I do
jump
think
on
that
me.
with
yo,
this
what's
new
up with y'all, bro?
I do
I'm
think
just
that
saying,
with this
every
new
award
deal,
speech should start with I thank the people that allow me to stand up here. They're paying these bills. It's like,
I
no.
mean that's every league. Again
No,
that's
it ain't, nigga. The players should,
that's
the owner should thank them. Jerry Jones need to be thanking
All
Michael
right, Nard,
Parsons.
Nard. I heard you speak, brother, and I agree with you in some aspects, but also too, you got to look at you can't really trust billionaires when it comes to money, because
Hmm.
they got a lot of accountants that can do a lot of trickery to keep
I don't
the
trust
taxes
Ed.
down, to
Hmm.
make it look like a radar, a write off and everything.
Yeah.
And also
Which
too, the if the franchises weren't valuable, then tell me why the expansion fee has went from 5 million to 50 million
to 50.
to now
Mhm.
250 million
Yeah.
for a
And
new
that's
It's
franchise,
yo
I'm
and
not
they're
yo,
not
I'm
that's for the
not
yo
last
providing
denying
Zell
the
anything.
14.
yo
growing
Zell
interest
Zell
in the game.
Zell.
I'm
That's a
saying
good
he's
point.
still
That's
not
a good
making
point.
money.
It's like
We
when owners
understand they're
tell
not making money yet, but you
yo
also
Zell.
do deals projected from what it'll look like at the end of the deal.
Ding ding
Projections
ding ding
ain't
ding.
payments. If you want payments, you
It's
need
like when
money.
owners. It's like when owners tell players like you're being selfish because you don't want to take a pay cut, and how I'm supposed to pay you and all these players.
Correct. Correct.
You have the money to pay.
Correct.
Because regardless, you're gonna recoup whatever I bring to this team, whatever I bring to this league, you're gonna recoup. So you know I
Yeah.
have to take a pay cut. So you could so you could pocket that and we could look like we are a cohesive family. I always hate it when they always and I know we're gonna talk about this Michael Parsons shit and Jerry Jones and all that. I don't want to talk about it at all, but I know we for the sake of the show. I just hate when owners and stuff say you have to take a pay cut so we can
Yeah. I
pay all
don't have
these.
to do shit as talent.
Yeah,
It's
because
up
it's
to
like
you. Yeah.
like I don't tell when you go do your business with Pepsi. Pepsi don't say, "Look here, motherfucker, you have to take a pay cut so we could pay fucking the Chicago Cubs to get more
You gotta
Pepsi."
look at it like this, bro, on a smaller scale, right? Wherever any of us work, let's say where we work operated at a deficit or whatever case, right? How would you feel if your manager said, "Hey, bro, I got to cut you from $30 an hour to 15, or I get an influx of cash coming in, and you say to you, and you know it's coming in. We now up millions of and yeah, we ain't got to operate at such a loss like we used to. But I tell you, hey man, you stick where you at, because guess what? We already were operating at a loss. So even though it's more money coming in, you ain't getting that. Hello?
Say that again. Run
Oh,
that scenario again from.
I said that's just like with any job. With any job, right? If you were operating at a loss, and then there was an influx of cash coming in now that you don't have to operate either at a loss or at such a harsher loss because there's a higher influx of cash coming in, and your manager say, "Hey, man, I can't really increase your revenue or I can't increase your income, but we balling now as a
And I'm gonna
league.
play funny with your commissions,
Yeah, we balling now
but
as a league.
you
You
know,
gonna feel crazy."
we getting this new storage rack in. We
Yeah,
getting this
yeah, yeah, for
new
sure. It's new lights, the
the
whole nine.
the registers changed,
Registers new,
updated to the
everything new.
latest and greatest.
Everything. It's like it's almost like living in somewhere and they don't upgrade none of the amenities, but they keep raising your rent every year. And you like, what the fuck going on? Like that's just how it is. But I do understand. I understand they operating at a loss, but guess what? It's a lot of businesses out there that operate at a loss. I don't want to make this exclusive to the WNBA. Nor am I saying it just because they're women they should have sympathy. I think that overall the league getting as much revenue into it as it is now, and we have the obvious figures with them getting a $2.2 billion deal in television, you have to pay more because there's more money coming in. What is going on with NAR, bro? I'm adding you, NAR. I don't know what the heck going
Nah,
on.
Like
nah,
I had
Brittany
to
Griner
close it
got him.
out, go back to the original link. My bad. I
Brittany
think it wasn't
Griner
meant
got
for me to
him.
finish this
Now you good,
conversation.
champ. You
I
good.
told you the
Brittany
No,
ideal
Griner got
studs
I was
got
just
you,
saying.
player.
Brittany
Uh,
Griner got him.
I was just saying that while I understand the points you're making, I think that listen, when you break down in figures, I agree with some of the business that you're talking about. I also do think that there's just too high of value going into the league to keep the players at a 9% uh 9% of the revenue is going to the players.
I
I
think when
just
that
don't.
value materializes, then you'll see it. Like They don't even have 5 million followers on Instagram. And then it's like the NBA is so big around the
We know it's a
world.
bigger league though.
No,
We know
no,
But I'm
that.
no,
saying, but
no,
I'm saying
no, no.
around the world.
Can't,
I'm
but
saying
you
even
also can't
in
compare the
these
NBA
other
to the
No, you can't
countries, you know what
compare
I'm
the
saying, where
NBA.
You
No,
females
can't
are
no,
compare
making a
the
no,
little bit
NBA to a
more and
no,
stuff
no,
like
WNBA.
no,
that.
no, no, no. We're all older than the actual WNBA league. Every one of us on this
Yeah, you
panel.
can't compare it to that.
We're all older. Like I'm
It's its own
33. The
entity.
WNBA.
No, I understand that, which is why I'm saying that the money will come when that money comes. Right
Yeah,
The
now is
money
not
is
the
here
time for
now with
that.
the
Right
deal.
now is time for
yeah,
the league
yeah.
to continue to grow, and when it starts to turn a profit, there's going to be a generation of girls that start to get paid more, and then they'll look back and have to
So you
thank,
think they shouldn't operate at it? You think as the
because you're
money
just
grows with
when
the
you're
league.
digging yourself in a bigger hole now, that the money that you're adding on now is just getting you back to where you were before, and now you're taking 3 steps back to take hopefully 2 steps forward. But that, like, the growth in, we're talking about.
With 6 times as much money flowing in as there was before.
But when we're talking about how low the money was, you're saying 6 times as much, but they wasn't making shit before.
And but my point is now that they are
But what I'm saying is that 6 times, it still ain't nothing compared to what they need in order to do what you're asking.
to increase them from 9% revenue share.
Yeah, okay, you can go from 9 to 10.
No, that no, you
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. What you're asking, they're not making enough money to do that, because you want to go from like 9 to motherfucking damn near 20, 25.
unless you're talking about a situation where that well, okay, the silver lining of what you're talking about is this though. If they go from nine, I say it should probably go up to 15.
I'll
I
say
think
25.
I think 15 to start out, and then as we get further along in the deal, then we increase it to 20. Because we've seen salary caps increase in the middle of CBA terms all the time in all other leagues, right? We've seen that happen. Salary caps go up every year, every single year they go up.
Right,
I,
but
I
they
think I
do
think
at a
I think
limited
on this
basis
new one,
unless your sport is exploding. Like, look at the
and their
growth
sport is
of
exploding. We
look at
see
the
the
growth of
figures,
NFL and NBA salaries compared to a sport like hockey. That's still a men's sport, but does not grow at nearly the same rate with the
right?
same amount of
But the
fans, so they don't get
WNBA is
paid
growing
nearly as much.
but the WNBA is growing at a drastic level than it was
But
just
it's
5 years
not
ago.
growing enough to demand, or to warrant what is being demanded. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they
I
could
don't
have
know.
more. You want to go from 9 to maybe even 11. Maybe it's Caitlin Clark 78,000 is now maybe 108,000 a year. Some maybe some. But if we're talking about paying the top players in the league multiple millions per year, they don't make nearly
No,
enough to do that.
that's not what they're asking. That's not what they're asking. They're not asking to be paid on that scale if the money's not there yet. What they're asking is that the revenue that they're currently being paid out at 9% be taken to a level that is equitable, that is um on par with the amount of money that's coming into the league overall.
But I'm saying, if they're saying that their top players aren't making anything, let's look at who's the top player in the WNBA.
Age
Who
Wilson. I
Brittany
mean, who?
Grind. It says Brittany
Who?
Griner is the highest paid WNBA player. She makes $252,450 a season. So their highest paid player right now
She's
is
probably been.
making
She
a
probably
quarter
has the
million.
long.
So if they're
She probably
saying
has
that's
one of the
nothing,
longest
they
tenure in
have
the
to be
league.
they have to be saying that she needs to be making at least a mil or two. So that how many players are making that max 252? Probably, if she's the highest, there's probably a bunch of them making 248 or two. You
Yeah,
have
yeah, I'm
those
sure.
top people. So now all those people are going to need at least 1.5. So that's what I'm saying. You're talking about multiple $1 million. Because if you're just talking about, to me, you're not doing all of this to go from 250 to 300. I think that'll happen in the next CBA anyway. You'll make a couple. You're not you if you're doing this. If you're saying you want bread,
No, no. They're saying that being paid at the threshold that they're being paid is just
but that's
not
what I'm saying.
realistic.
So what are you asking for? That's what we need to know. That's what
Listen,
needs to be talked about. What is the revenue split that they're asking for? Because if you're talking
Let's look
anything
at it.
above, to me, 13, that's insane for what is going on right now. I'm not saying because it's a women's sport. If the money was there, then it's all due, but it's not there.
They overcharging people for what they did to the Gold Crush.
But since it was a great segue anyway to talk about this Jerry Jones, Michael Parsons shit, because that was wild the way he be like I don't understand that.
Mike, you should lead the floor with this, man.
No, the fuck I shouldn't.
It's your team. It's your team. I don't want to talk about my friend's team first when it's his team.
I will say this though. I think at the end of the day, they're gonna make a deal, unless like because to me, the only thing that would
Hold on,
stop
hold that,
that
hold that thought one
is
second, Nar. I hate to slow it
no.
down.
Go ahead.
We had got some listener questions that came in. My bad. Um, Jamal, shout out to Jamal. Jamal said, "Do you guys think the league may be trying to expand too fast?" In
Mm,
No, the
regards
league
to
has
the
been
WNBA.
no, the league has been around for
Nah.
30 years. I don't think that's
Yeah, I
expanding
don't think they're
that.
trying to expand too. And honestly, they've lost teams.
Yeah,
So
they
I
lost the
think they tried to
Shock.
expand too fast back. Hell, they lost
yeah.
Cleveland the first time. They lost. They lost
Yeah,
the Orlando
we
Miracle. They lost the Miami
we
Soul. They lost
we
and the
lost.
Charlotte Sting. They've lost
The
quite
Yeah,
a
Comets.
few teams.
Detroit
yeah, we
Shock is the most
Comets.
important
Hell,
team that they lost.
How you
yeah,
lose the
the
Comets? How you
Comets
lose the
came in
Comets
and
and they
won.
won the first four?
They won the first four. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And they're
no,
in
I don't.
Houston.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think
yeah.
so.
Honestly, that's what they need to bring
But
back
that
because
enough right there ain't enough for
if you
y'all to
know
be
about
like, you
Houston,
ain't
man,
never heard of the NBA motherfucking. You hear
if you
teams moving, you know what I'm saying? But like, nigga,
yeah, they
when was the
even lost
last
the
time
team in
But you're
Sac.
also you're talking
They
about
lost
a
the team
team.
in
You're
Sac.
talking about a league that's
Well,
three times as
they had
old
the
as the
Monarchs,
WNBA.
right? We lost
Yeah.
the Monarchs too, right?
Lost the Monarchs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seattle.
Now some of them have moved and stuff like that, but still, like there are quite a few teams that are non-existent anymore.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
I
only
wanted to put that out there before we get to the
only
to the
league
Jerry
that
Jones
like
shit.
teams move and like people don't really like feel the wrath of it is baseball because like if you Mike is an Atlanta Braves fan, right, Mike?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Mike don't give a fuck if the Braves came from Boston at all. That's like the only sport like where baseball like you could move a whole franchise and people just gonna end up dealing with whatever they lost. Like look, the
The
well the,
Yankees came from Baltimore.
yeah, listen, I know that, bro. You know, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought we was listening to
Yeah, I
the
ain't
same
gonna lie.
person.
Baseball is one sport that I feel like, hey, look, I
Yeah,
know
no, I'm
the
joking.
money's old. I
No,
know
I
the
just hate
TV
when people bring that
contracts,
up to
but I
me.
still feel like with them empty ass stadiums, they need to be investigated. Where all that fucking money coming from, nigga?
No,
Like, where the fuck is the cash coming
No,
from?
no, not
I'm
even
not
Mike.
gonna lie
No,
to
no,
you.
no, no, no. I could explain this to you. The league has been around since 1896, right? It was a point in time where nobody really watched the league until the like 19. They said until like 19 like 62 is where like people started actually watching baseball at a higher rate than they watch because obviously like a lot of colored players broke the barriers and things like that, and they start progressing more. And then like when Hank and all those guys were at the tail end, that's when like people start seeing more people gravitate to like yo, and you could actually have like players that are super awesome. So in the summertime, baseball is the easiest sport to watch because you can easily be distracted in the stadium. Now,
Mhm.
on the investigation part, it's pretty funny because they actually did an investigation on why baseball stadiums are empty. Is a lot of ticket holders that are rich people don't sell
Just
their
don't go.
tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
don't.
just
Yeah.
don't sell the tickets. So it
Mm-hmm.
looks like people don't go to baseball game. But this picture is someone that sits behind home plate. They have a ticket that they want to sell for $2,000, but they know nobody's gonna pay $2,000. Or like what Earl would say, I'm trying to make a little two
Nah, I know.
K.
I just be fucked. Plus, when you got like damn near 80 something home games, it's like,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
basic. It's just an
I
old
think so
sport.
damn near. Yeah,
That's
nigga
the
got
oldest.
81 on.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's
yeah.
crazy.
yeah. Like Mike, it's
And
like the
that's the at
oldest
least
sport in
because we ain't even
America.
talk about playoff revenue.
True
Playoff.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what it
they
makes
Which
me
they
get
don't.
back the
every
fuck out.
playoff game, unless you the Tampa Bay Rays, are sold out. Shit.
Yeah.
Even, look, that's a fact. Tampa Bay got to be the only place that nobody show up for their
But
playoff
when you
game.
think about it though,
The
Even
when
look
Oakland
you
showed up.
have because how many fans do baseball stadiums fit on average? You think?
about 50.
About 50,
50,
50
So
to
50.
60.
Let's
50.
say
But
even
hold on.
Depending on which one you
Since
go to.
yeah, I'm gonna say since the Braves' new stadium, Texas new stadium, they're about to start like bumping up to 60 to 70 pretty soon because those are
right, but
like
I'm
the
saying
most
right now, I'm just saying just
Yeah,
ballpark
yeah,
shit.
like
Like
yeah. About
even
yeah.
if
50,
you think
You
50
gotta
about
seats.
it,
realize you
you
gotta
got
realize too, Nard.
fucking let's say the stadium's 40% full, you know what I'm saying, for every home game,
Yeah,
60% is not. So let's say you said how many 50,000?
So that'll
yeah.
Something
be
like that.
20,000.
So on average you got 35, you know what I'm saying?
Plus, baseball has a good union.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's say on
baseball.
average
Yeah.
you got like 27,000 people there, a little bit over half full,
Yeah.
something like that. You know
hmm
what
So
I'm saying?
baseball takes a
But you
lot of
got that
loss.
81 times a year. Oh, nigga, you talking about that's if an NBA stadium fits damn near 30,000 people. That's two packed out state. That's 2 seasons worth of home games.
Just
Yep.
at half
True.
You know
capacity.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's when it's like, all right, you see, like at the end of the day, they got a lot of fucking games. It's still a professional team. They got
Yeah.
concessions for 80 fucking
And Nara,
games
you
of the
gotta look at it.
year.
Baseball is so accessible of a sport to go watch too.
Yeah, for
Like
Yep.
sure.
that
You can
motherfucker
be
is
a casual
accessible.
and watch baseball,
And
You
go
but
to
and then not even just ticket sales. You got 81 days of parking, nigga. Like
exactly
what?
81 days of parking, 81 days of let me get a hat, shirt.
Concessions.
Nigga.
Ain't nobody bought
Yeah,
no
them niggas
popcorn.
is
But
making
yeah,
cake.
yeah, put it
popcorn.
like this.
So
Put it like
Bro,
this.
it's
Put it
Them
like this.
niggas
bro,
is
I
Put it
met a
like
getting
this.
family.
money.
I met
Put
a
it like
family
this.
today. I met a family today from the UK. They went to the Nationals game, and I'm
mhm.
like, oh, okay, you baseball fans? Brother, motherfuckers laughed and said, no, we never been to a game, so we going.
They just do it. Yeah, they just go. Like,
Yeah,
think about
like
it, bro. Baseball's such an American experience to that point. Like, you
America's
can go to
pastime.
basketball games across the world. You know what I'm saying? Baseball. Well, I know they got baseball everywhere, but going to an American ballpark just ain't the same thing, bro. You ain't
Right.
no
Yeah.
take me out to the ball game. Ain't none of that.
Yeah,
No.
it's traditional. But
Yeah,
I'll tell you
hell
this.
yeah.
And
I'll
it's
tell you
way
this.
different. Like when you go to a game, like watching that shit live, that should be OC.
Yo, look, put it like this. I'll let you do. I remember what like last year. I was going to like because right next to the Met Stadium is a Home Depot. So I went to the Home Depot just to get some like glue and stuff. And I remember it was like a bunch of people in the parking lot. They were like full met out, and my boy was like, we Yankee fans, so he doing them like, y'all gonna lose to the Braves, like whatever. So they was like, we're not from America. We just want to go see a baseball game.
Mm.
And one of the persons like they was starting abroad. It was like, oh, we only going to this game so we could eat food, like because we heard the
Because it's
Mets.
an experience, bro.
Yeah, it's an experience for sure.
So I was like, damn, like we was about to wild out on these people because we saw them in orange and blue.
And they
And
just there.
they have no allegiance to this franchise.
Like I honestly think when I think about it for real, bro, baseball probably the first sport that people like. Oh man, I'm gonna go and go stadium travel because everybody
Yeah.
just want to go see the
My
different ballparks.
shout out to my boy O'Neal. He's been to Fenway. I don't know why he go to that ugly ass stadium. He went to the Nationals Park. He went to Anaheim. He went to I think the Dodgers. I think he been to Camden Park. PNC. I think he's about to go to Petco soon. So it's like
Hmm.
he's on the world tour. I'm not
Yeah,
going to every ballpark, so I'm letting
I'm
people
not
know
going to
that.
every, but there's a few I want to go
mhm.
to. I'm going to go to the
Yeah, I
Giants
do want
joint
to
out
go to.
San
I do
Fran.
want to go to.
I
I
want to
want to
go to
go
the
to.
Giants so bad, bro. I want, and it
Yeah,
got to be a
that's my
night game because I want to see
that's
that
my
Coca Cola
favorite.
sign at night.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
give
my
a dog. I
favorite
don't care,
stadium.
bro.
That's my favorite stadium
Wear a
ever.
few jackets if you go into the Bay Area.
Man, yeah, because you right off the water too. Hell yeah.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
from New York, bro. I deal with 4 degree weather. That's nothing.
No, 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 no. Wear a jacket. Trust me.
That
Yeah,
shit's sick.
Zell. I went to the store in 23-degree weather. I think I'm like Michael Irvin said. When people played in that weather, they was cold. I was not cold.
Michael Irvin also said this.
When
Anyways,
that you hear Mo talking right now. When that wind picks him up by the face and
Yeah.
drops him in McCully Bay, you
Nardo,
heard he was warm.
You.
take us to the gridiron. We was talking to
Yeah.
Michael Parsons.
Michael Parson.
Yeah, I'm
Obviously, he has
interested
some
to hear
opinion.
y'all thoughts about that. Like when you have, to me, like he's there's a difference. Like he to me, he's a defensive franchise player. You know what I'm saying?
Cornerstone. That's a
Like he's
cornerstone.
one of those guys where you hang your hat on, you hope he retires with your team type of guy. So when you see other guys get paid, like I understand they may not
I think that TJ
like
Watt
him
payday
out there
ruined it
as
for
much as
him.
he is doing the podcast, doing this out there. To me, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me as much because that was production is still there.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I'm
shit
saying? And
don't
if you're
Thank
matter,
you,
bro.
thank you,
producing and
thank,
doing
thank,
what you
thank you
need
for
to do
bringing
on the
that,
I
field,
hate
bringing up
like
that
that.
to me,
nut.
you can
I
I
hate that
I
absolutely
hate that
podcast
agree.
thing.
argument, bro.
So when I
I
see
hate.
other top guys get paid, it's like what he doesn't. You don't see him in trouble. His name in the news, shit like that. So it's like, what is it about him? He's well spoken, does great interviews. He never shoots down his team. He's always picking them up, whether they get talked about in the media and whatnot, whether they have a bad game or they don't. Like when niggas was getting on Dak, you never hear him getting on the train like in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? How you catch somebody fresh off a loss or something like that, they
No, he's a
feeling.
he's a team guy.
That's what I'm saying. And he produces. So what's stopping you from paying a guy when he's that type of player? You know
A
what I'm
car
saying? Like
accident.
that's the only, and then saying like, oh well, we might pay him and not have him like type shit. Like a lot of like
I
the
wouldn't want to
Eagles could
lose
have
a
felt
guy
that way
like
about
Micah though.
Saquon. He comes out having a career year, helps him win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's like to me, I just want to know what y'all
I
feel
want to
about,
go
especially
last
you
on
might
this.
like how do you see
I
that?
want to go
Do you think
last
he
on
gonna stay
this.
with y'all or he would test free agency after that and be like, fuck it.
I want to go last on this. Or unless Mike want to go last,
I don't got that much to say. I just say you can't bring up the podcast thing because in the midst of all that, he was still a Pro Bowler. He could have been an All Pro if he played all games.
Right. That's why I said it don't bother me because he producing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
mean
so.
that's a weak ass argument.
Yeah, so I
mhm.
don't know what it is, and I get it. Like the TJ Watt contract, like that's gonna wake up a lot of people. Like I don't want to pay a guy that could be injured a lot, but injury is a part of a football. It's a
It
gladiator
is.
sport. People are gonna get hurt. Like you're good. So if you're just worried about someone's being hurt, and this guy could, it's probably our best edge rusher since Demarcus Ware, in my opinion. Um, I would,
Easily.
I would I would take the opportunity on holding him on as a cornerstone because I could build around him. I mean, I don't know what Jerry. I don't. I'm. Not, I don't know. Jerry Jones has won 3 championships as a Cowboys owner, so he has the knowledge and whatnot. But I think sometimes, like I think he's in his own way of he the bigger than the program thing. So we shall see how this transpires. I wouldn't want to lose him to a divisional rival because
Like how the
big.
Giants got
Yeah,
edgy
no,
fucking
no,
face dropping
because
Saquon.
Irv about to laugh because Big Irv is in Washington.
He is. He is. Big Earth. Go Magic. It's your birthday. Go
Yeah.
Magic. Hey, look, if you think Magic hand ain't itching, he reaching for that. Y'all seen when Thor reach out for his hammer? He reaching for
Mm.
that damn pin. But look,
Because my
That would
here's
thing
be
is
the
my thing.
worst.
one more thing I
Here's
gotta
my
say because it's not like we like niggas like saying Jerry Jones ain't a good GM, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, like he's always put a what's the good word I'm looking for? Like a
With a good product on the field.
exactly. He's good. He's always put a good product on the field. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at the moves that he made, taking you know what I'm saying, what some people consider a risk in a player like George Pickens, but adding him to that receiver core enhances. Like he's putting Dak in a position where it's like, yo, you got everything. You know what I'm saying? We
I,
might have lost this guy, but we just added this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
So
keep it
now it's like
real.
to
Ooh,
me, I don't
Danny
see
Lenard.
unless he sees like Micah Parsons in a way of like a Deion Sanders type, like where he might get bigger than the star. Like we gotta rein this shit in early. Like what else could be stopping him from
That
adding that
damn.
player for you know what I'm saying X amount of years?
Hey, bro, you literally led to my point. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. What I have noticed with guys like Jerry Jones is if you're, with the exception, I would say probably Michael Irvin. Just in my time having watched the Cowboys, if you have any kind of inclination that you're bigger than the program, bigger than the logo, or even bigger than him, and I don't think that Micah Parsons is a guy who tries to do that. I just think he's naturally a very charismatic guy, and I don't think that he's outwardly like that. I just think he's just got that aura. Like some guys just got that aura, bro, and he got that aura to me. And I feel like Jerry Jones is holding out this contract to me to maintain some kind of power dynamic over over him in the sense of unless you're a quarterback or maybe even a wide receiver, look, bro, we'll figure it out when we get there. He just went through this situation in the last decade with with Ezekiel Elliott, right?
And DeMarco Murray, bro, he did
And
it. Bro, he
DeMarco
did it with
Murray.
everybody, bro. He did it with.
He
He just did it with CD last year. He did it with Zach Martin year before. He did it with
Zach,
Dak the
right.
year before.
I feel like he does these power dynamics to let you know that, hey, at the end of the day, this is my team. And I feel like it's detrimental, but because the Cowboys are so successful as a franchise from the business aspect, it gets glossed over a lot. But it's not demoralizing, but it is some bullshit. Like it's just, sometimes something bullshit, and I feel like this is a power stroke more so than anything because you guys like a Demar like a I almost said Demarco Murray, like a Micah Parsons, you get this deal done before it becomes even more expensive to get this deal done. And there are 31 other teams in this league, no matter how secure they are at his position, would move a lot to get him.
Right? Could you
Uh
imagine this nigga goes out here and leads the NFL in sacks this year?
like bro, you shoot yourself in the foot. And honestly, guys like him are motivated to do that, to go out there and lead the league in sacks. You want
I'll even take a bigger step. Nor he might win depoy, and
And
now you
if he
looking.
does that and led the league in sacks or had a high, you know what I'm saying, top three, some shit like that, fool, he's gonna want a deal that's shitting on TJ Watt because he's like, this is a what have you done for me lately, nigga? I'll do this shit again next year. I'm still young as a bitch. I might be,
right.
you know what I'm saying, like, nigga.
Right, bro. He honestly, Jerry Jones is shooting himself in the. But now, look to your point. Now, I do think that at the end of the day, Jerry has always cared about having a team that's so entertaining on Sundays, and they win, and winning is part of entertainment. But you can't say that when you're in a position like Dak Prescott that you've ever been shorted of talent since you've been there, except for the year that he got injured. What was that at Atlanta or some shit like that? Or they were playing the Falcon whenever he broke his leg.
He broke his ankle.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, we were in Atlanta watching the game. That's what it was.
yeah, no, it ain't. It
Yeah,
wasn't against the Falcons. It
yeah,
was
no, we
against.
was in
I think it was
Atlanta.
against the Giants.
Uh huh. But yeah, it's like, bro, for the most part, Dak Prescott has came into this league with a very loaded team and has been blessed every year.
and ain't did shit with it.
Some got to give.
Yo, yo,
Something has to
yo,
give. I'm sorry,
yo,
but it has to.
yo, when
But
Mike get on your ass for making that comment, you on your own.
But
hey,
you think
man,
Mike disagrees with me?
Michael actually, what your team?
My team ain't shit. Everybody knows I'm
hey,
not
them boys
too
got y'all
scared
know
to admit that my team
they
is
got
bad.
first team all guaranteed to get a contract. Jamal Adams. I don't know how he keep getting paid in this league.
Who their coach is?
Yeah, yeah,
They got history,
yeah. They do.
but
Mike, let me ask you a
the,
question. Do you think Dak Prescott has done enough with the talent that he's had around him?
no,
I think the obvious answer is no.
I
right?
was saying,
No, but I think this whole thing with Jerry, bro, just like I said to you earlier, like this shit just you already said it, bro. I mean, it's definitely a ego trip. Like just like all right, bro. We know you the owner of the squad. We know you the GM. We know you the head honcho, et cetera, et cetera. But that shit is really teetering on the lines. Like I mean, it's straight like ownership, bro. And it's unfortunate that you put niggas through the ringer like that, bro. Like, come on, like if you had to do a fantasy draft right now and Michael Parsons on the board, like he's not getting out of the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the players in the league that you just don't let shit like this here happen to. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
then high character guy. Like you can't say nothing bad about him. Um, and
Yeah,
then
he
but
definitely
like
can't run no smear campaign on him.
yeah,
And you
and
got to
but
think,
Mike,
bro,
but
he
Mike has
has
said
way
it. He's
more charismatic energy and like superstar, superstardom to himself than even a guy like Aaron Donald. So if he produces that type of play on the field as he continues to grow, and he has that, he's what you want is the face of your friend. Like he is, you know what I'm saying? A cow. Like that shit would be crazy to have a guy like that who's that good with that type of personality be your franchise player.
yeah,
The
and
worst thing what happened
Micah
is
got
if
a good head on his shoulders, bro, because he said it. He was like he ain't taking it personal. It was hard not to. He said, but he's not taking it personal because he's seen the pattern of it happening. He like now if it was just me that it happened to, then of course I'd take it personal. But I've seen it happen with multiple players over the past couple of years, so I can't take it personal. I understand it's business, but you want to get the shit done. Like ain't no need to drag your feet, bro. Ain't no need for you to change the language in the contract and for you to come out and say that shit like, oh well, he was out 6 games last year, or we made a mistake by doing that to and giving somebody making somebody the highest paid player in the league. His name is Dak Prescott. Come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? What kind of precedent are you setting, bro?
Yeah. But
Like,
you know what the crazy part is? No matter how much we complain about this shit, because he owns one of the highest lucrative companies in America, because the Cowboys are a company. Like,
I mean, all the teams are companies, should they all be?
but I'm saying like I look at them, that star is just as recognizable as the Apple. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the Disney ears. Like like keep going on and on. That star is, I would dare say, the most recognizable logo in football, no question.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, like
You love
because
this
he
shit.
is
You
the
know it
head
in the touch
honcho there.
that I'm living with this.
That is what it is. That is what it is. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's disheartening, but what are you going to do? In other news, in the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa says that
man, fuck
Tyreek
that nigga.
Hill has to earn their trust again
All right,
Where did
What
Tyreek Hill
what
go?
happened?
because
because
Tyreek
Tyreek said
wants. He said
he
he
said
was
he was
done with
out.
the Falcons. Yeah, he said
Oh,
with the
yeah, I
Dolphins,
remember.
he's out.
Oh,
Yeah,
This
I'll
is a
be
case
done
of
with.
right message, wrong messenger. Yo, Tua, let me help you out, dog, because I know you don't know
CP.
from making
Earl,
this
hold on.
statement.
Before you say something, Earl, I don't think you remember, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's no way you remember. No way. Yo, Tua, let me help you out. Uh, you are the guy that passes Tyreek the ball. Nobody shows up and says, "Man, I can't wait to go see Tua ball out today." No, they're just waiting on you to get rid of the ball to Tyreek. Okay. In other words, know your role, know your place.
And
Okay.
also, this is a piggyback off Earl. If you take those 12 targets away from Tua, the people upstairs, past Mike McDaniel's office, will go to Mike McDaniel's and say, "I will fire you and release Tua if Tyreek does not get the ball." Because one, we're not our number one jersey sale guy is not getting the ball. I do not want an unhappy situation with this franchise, especially the last 2 years, but Tyreek had to deal with in the city of South Florida. So it's either you passing the ball or shut the fuck up, or I don't pay you pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. You're not that guy. And
Yeah,
I don't think this get in line. That's bro, you ain't
you
him.
just, yeah, you just
You
play for
not
Nick
him.
Saban. You just play for
Yeah,
Nick
bro.
Saban, bro. You
You
didn't.
you just you just a quarterback, dog. Trust me.
Yeah,
You're
like
more replaceable than Tyreek Hill.
yeah.
Keep it a buck. Relax
You you
with the with
you're
the
talking to
velocity.
someone that won a championship. I think
Yeah.
two. Yeah,
Turn
two or
turn the
one.
velocity down a little bit in your voice when you speak it. Outside of that, what else has been happening on the grid? Everybody's reporting for mini camps. Um,
Oh,
or for
not
for training
scary
camp.
terror.
For
Not
training
scary
camps.
terror.
Well, no, not
You say
scary
not
Terry.
who? Oh,
Not
scary
not
Terry.
not
Yeah,
scary Terry.
Now that's a
well, good.
situation that to me
Talk
ain't
to me,
like
Nard. What's
Micah
going on up
Parsons.
there?
Like I could kind of see there being some back and forth with what he thinks his value is. Not saying he's not a dog because he is completely, versus what Washington may see his potential being in the future versus what Jaden Daniels can do with another receiver.
Okay.
Not saying that McLaurin's just you'll find him on the street, but they may think that in the college game today with the guys who are coming up as receivers with that size speed that you're seeing with guys like Jeremiah Smith, you know what I'm saying, and just other top receivers that we're seeing, we might be able to find another one. It's
Now,
really
here's the issue with that theory, though.
Jaden
Guys
Daniels who's
like
going to be running the
Jeremiah
ship.
Smith, and I'm gonna ask you, what do you do in this situation? You got a new owner and a very new influential ownership group. You got a young quarterback and a wide receiver who was there from the last regime, who was young then, but and he's the dynamic receiver. Let's be very fucking clear. Terry McLaurin, I don't think you're gonna find 20 receivers in this league better than Terry McLaurin.
No, bro, he
You know,
top 10, bro.
I think he's 10, but yeah, I got 10 to 15 somewhere in there,
Yeah,
but you damn sure ain't gonna find 20 better. Um, that being said, you're not gonna
he
qualify
deserve
to
his
get
money.
those guys that you talking about, the Jeremiah Smiths, the what's bro from Alabama?
Ryan Williams.
Ryan Wood. You're not gonna get those guys
Yeah,
because you're
because
gonna
you're
win too
trending
many
up.
games.
Well, they
Yeah.
sophomores anyway.
True. They saw them. So the earliest you can get them is next year, and you're trending upwards as a franchise.
Yeah, we see big trades happen all the time.
True.
Motherfuckers might trade you Terry McLaurin in a first round pick to go get, you know what I'm saying, somebody else.
You
Or a
trade Terry
defensive,
McLaurin
you
in
know
the
what
first
I'm saying?
round
So it's
pick
like,
for a rookie, you out your damn mind. You trade him in a rookie, him in a first round pick for a rookie.
nigga,
Hey
for
man,
Jeremiah Smith, nigga, I would trade, nigga, him.
That nigga
Nigga,
trade
I
you.
think about trading Jaden Daniels. I think any motherfucker can throw it to Jeremiah Smith. No bullshit.
hey, listen, I know some guys I just know are pro. Now, Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams about to be T.O. and Randy for the next 10, 15 years. Fuck around. Like, them motherfuckers, man. Jeez. Let me see. But yeah, I mean, I think you got to pay Terry, bro. You do. You have to pay Terry. Yes, there's a plethora of wide receiver talent in this league, but you got to pay Terry McLaurin. The dude is a powerful wideout. And I think he's just a game changer, bro. Like the way that he plays the game changes the morale of your offense, bro. It changes just the feel of your team. And
I mean,
playing with somebody like him gives Jaden Daniels the utmost confidence.
yeah, bro. He's a consummate professional and he's
Mm-hmm.
consistent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Flat
saying?
out.
So
Yeah, I think
Now
so
he
too.
deserved the money. No ifs, ands, or buts. He deserved that money.
Is he the third best wide receiver in that division?
I got him second.
You think he's better than AJ
you
Brown?
tripping.
AJ's number one.
You what? Did
What?
he not better than CD?
Oh, I forgot that was the NFC
I'm about to
East.
say, boy, CD the best
that's
in
why
that
that's
division, my
why
boy.
I think he's third, and then I think either Neighbors or Smitty is four.
I
Um,
forgot. I forgot the Cowboys is the NFC East. I'm sorry.
I can't put neighbors in there off 1 year. Off. Granted, it was a great year. I can't
Shit.
put him in off 1 year.
I think CD. I got AJ. I think McLaurin, and then
I think AJ's overrated. I give me McLaurin over AJ. To be honest with you.
really,
Yeah, go
wow.
to sleep, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man. I get it.
bedtime.
I get it. I get it. He read a lot of books. And, Birdman said you shouldn't be reading books, but yeah, you tripping.
Yeah, dude, I think it's time for you to go to sleep, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying though, I think he gets helped out a lot
I'll
by
say
obviously
this.
the great run game and having a hellified receiver
So what did
in
he do in
Devontae
Tennessee,
Smith
bro?
that's right next to him.
I'm
He
actually.
played. I mean, he played
He
next
did
to a
great
great
in
run
Terry.
game in Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this though.
I
To his
think he's
Terry
point,
still
do
a little
run better.
overrated
just to
to
his
be
Hold on.
point,
honest
I
with
don't
you.
agree, but to his point,
And
Yo, I'm
I
gonna
would
say
take
this.
McLaurin over him. Sorry.
I'll say this though. Terry do run better routes than AJ. I'll give
For
him that. He
sure.
do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But
But it's certain things that AJ could do that could take over again. And Terry is not saying Terry can't, but give me a physically imposing receiver over a silky smooth route guy like all the time. Like
Yeah.
AJ could battle with
10 out of
your
10, bro.
yeah
Hmm.
like
10 out of 10. I'm
like
gonna go my top five in that division. I'm gonna go CD, AJ. I probably go Smitty. I'm gonna go. Mm, I'm gonna go neighbors pickings. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You don't even have scare. You don't have Terry in the top five.
Damn, I forgot about the nigga.
let Mike get
Hey,
his thoughts. I'm gonna go. All right, obviously CD, um, CD, AJ, Terry. I mean, I like Smitty, but Smitty production don't match his skill set to me. Like that's been my issue, and
I
obviously
think it's
Shamar.
partially because you played next to AJ and
yeah,
No, no,
I think that's why he's
no,
the third option in the offense. That's why.
yeah, yeah, he
yeah,
played next
no,
to
that's
Saquon
true.
and AJ.
No, but it's
Yeah.
like Shamar Moore is definitely
Hey, man.
very very highlighted. Once he get one guy going, that's the guy he's gonna have going for the rest of the game. And I feel like Devontae Smith is such a great football player that he gets like lost in like his like work. Like when AJ went out for a couple games this season, like he started obviously his production went up, like his targets went up, but like you finally get to see like, yo, this could be the Eagles' future with like Smitty being like the guy because he came from being the guy in college to now being like
Mhm.
third fiddle, like you guys said. But I'm gonna have to put Terry there, and then it's like, I mean, like Mike said, I can't you can't base it off of one season, but Neighbors hit the ground running after like week 6. Like it just became pretty easy for him. It's just hopefully Jesus man get him the ball this season. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have Pickens as the bottom. I'm sorry.
In in
Hey,
an
man.
off note,
GP, are you with me?
in an off note, one day I want to have a conversation about Russell Wilson, but not today. Um,
Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. We can't
hundred
act
percent,
like
100%, 100%. I just think that birds of a feather flock together, and nah, that ain't for sports. We'll stick to sports here.
Yo,
Uh,
all right, cool. I have to ask y'all this because this has been a. I know that we digest football in probably the best way. I've probably been around people that talk about football. I seen something the other day with Cam Newton saying about Jalen Hurts, and it had a lot of
mm,
people. It had a lot of people that said Cam Newton wasn't half the player Jalen Hurts was, and
that's not true.
I challenge any of them to go back and look at Cam Newton
That's not true at
when he
all.
was in Carolina.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's not
and
remotely true.
no. I know you guys know that's not true, but then it really made me realize, like, the same arguments that former NBA players have about winning championship is now translated into NFL. And like we have people who said, like even some of Cam's peers are telling him like Jalen Hurts is a champion, and like they brought up the obviously the infamous fumble that he didn't jump on, and like it's very unfair to bring that up to him because like Cam body of work and what he had to do, a lot of players couldn't do what he did. Not saying that Cam was some perfect player, but
Uh,
just to say Jalen Hurts is a better football player than Cam Newton, where like Cam Newton is probably like the guinea pig of getting the style of quarterbacking that Jalen Hurts is supposed to play in today's game. It's kind
Mhm.
of like unfair because Cam Newton played that style at the highest level. He may not won the biggest game, but he won the biggest award in that style of play. If we just base it on individual, I just want you guys to like thoughts on that because like a lot of people are hounding him about him his critiques on Jalen Hurts saying that Jalen Hurts isn't like the fifth best quarterback in the league, and he had
Um,
valid point.
I
I mean,
think
I
I
agree
think
with him. He ain't have Jalen in his top 10. And I agree with him, but go ahead, E.
I'm gonna need to hear the 10 you have above Jalen.
The 10 I have above Jalen
We
Hurts.
know the 4 to 5. We know that. All right.
Do you
Let
have
me see.
Stafford over Jalen Hurts?
I do.
Yes.
I think he's a better quarterback. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
So
When
so
you
here
get
here's my 10 is in this no order particular. I'm just naming them: Lamar, Josh, Patty, Burrow. We know that. I think Stafford, but out of those four, I think Stafford's the fifth best quarterback in this league
Hmm.
today.
Mhm. Okay. Now keep going on the list. Because if you just saw Earl,
I
you love
have I
football.
have I have I have Herbert.
Okay,
As
you
much as he
love
is a loser, I still can't take that away. I have
All I'm
Love.
gonna say, if you don't mention this one man
I have
that's over
Love.
him, okay,
I have
keep going.
Love. I have Baker.
Keep going. Yeah,
I
Mike. Because if he
have
don't say this guy's name, I'm gonna be real.
I have Dak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
No,
no,
this isn't in order. I'm just naming the
no,
10.
no,
The
no.
order is the
I
order.
no, no, no,
I'm
no, no.
agreeing with
Naming
you.
who over
I'm with
who?
Dak over Jalen. He's a better quarterback.
Dak who?
Prescott,
Anyways. Um,
Dak who?
and to round out my 10,
We're not
Randy
talking about
Motorsport.
range.
I'm torn. I'm
Yes,
So
torn
did Detroit,
between
bro.
Goff
golf.
and Jalen, but I think Goff is a
I'm
better
going
quarterback.
golf.
Jalen is a better. Obviously, he's been in a better winning situation, but I think Goff is better at playing the quarterback position than Jalen.
I'll say this: golf, golf built Detroit into what they are now.
100%, 100%, 100%,
True, very
100%.
true. But also too, because of all the stuff they got back from the trade,
Hey, mm-hmm.
they were able to get a level of talent.
Did you
Yeah.
have anybody outside of that 10 that I named, Mike, in the 10?
No,
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 you
I don't
named the
think so.
ten.
That's probably about ten.
You literally named Cam Newton.
Now
I
look,
just thought I thought you was gonna take
I
Dak
do
off
think
just to be spite.
that if you want to
See,
switch out Baker
I
for
didn't listen to it.
Jalen
So I
because
didn't know
Baker,
that Cam had a team, so I didn't listen to
yeah,
Cam's 10.
Nah, it's been
I
the same ten he has since last year. Like
I
he's
do think
very
if you want to leave out Baker for Jalen because Baker led the league in picks, I'm not mad at that. I can understand it. But I do think Baker is a better passer of the ball than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
That's the only
so
one I'd swap out. Everybody else is locked in.
what's your
I just feel like I like Jalen Hurts as a football player, but it's like when you put him in that conversation of being the elite of like the elite guard of quarterback is kind
No,
of tough.
no, no.
so?
It's
Oh,
Go ahead, Mike. Oh,
like
I was using the bathroom, bro. I had to flush the toilet. But listen, so I look at it like the whole Jalen Smith thing, right? Jalen Smith is great for number two. He's not Jason Tatum.
Jalen Brown.
I
Jalen
mean
Brown.
Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is a great number two option, bro. It's easier to do when you're not the main focal point of the game, bro. And what I mean
Mm-hmm.
by that is Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. Not taking nothing from him. But
Mm-hmm.
like Cam said, bro, he's perfect for that particular system, bro. He got everything in place for him to succeed. He has the best running back in the league. He has two top 10, top 15 receivers, one top five, possible top 10 for sure. Bro, he has the number one defense in the league. Like, they're not asking you to go out and be the best player on a team. They're not asking you to go out and make plays. They're telling
actually
you
no
to
to win the
manage.
game. They said
Yeah,
don't
win
lose
the
the game.
ball. Don't turn this motherfucker over. Make the play when we need it. That's it. We're gonna
He
run this
is the
motherfucker to
Michael Jordan
Saquon
of
seven
Jimmy
times.
Garoppolo's.
Wow.
No,
What
don't say
about
that. Don't
what
ever
about
say that.
Alex?
I
What
want
about
none of that.
Because
Alex?
He's the Michael Jordan of Alex Smiths.
whenever it comes to the championship games and the time that you need him to perform
He
and
did
play
his
hard,
thing. I would say
he
that he
do his
did his
thing
thing. I'm
and he
not gonna knock.
represent
I'm not
himself
gonna knock
well.
it. Look
He's the
at you.
Michael
Look at you.
Jordan of
You hear
Alex
this old
Smiths.
y'all hear this old ass nigga? He represent himself well. He wear Kango hats and shit, and he's only
He
29.
Now, what I will say is this: he is first team,
All professional.
all diamonds. Look, look,
Oh
look.
no, not
All,
for
all,
sure.
all you rappers who think y'all got money and got no, no, no.
Come from
That
Jalen Hurts.
is diamonds dancing. What y'all think y'all doing is cute. He got literal fruity pebbles on his neck.
No,
Okay,
when that nigga sat at that press conference and said that's what y'all want to see, nigga. Boy, we can't. Well, we ain't see nothing about that game, but we see that shit around your neck, boy.
Hey, bro, that is diamonds dancing. All right, all y'all rappers ain't got that,
Yeah, them
but
shits we're doing the Macarena.
yeah.
Oh
But
boy,
I'm just saying, man. Like I do agree that he's really good. He is,
he
but
is no for
he's
sure.
just not. There's nothing in his game that I say he's a great anything as it relates to
He
quarterback
do a
skills.
lot of things good.
He does a lot of things good. He's a Pro
That
Bowl level
team,
quarterback, but he's
that
not an All Pro level quarterback. No.
not saying that they would win a Super Bowl, but that team would be just damn near just as good with Kenny Pickett,
Shit, he.
I can't go with you that far.
bro.
Uh,
I'm saying, not saying they'll win, bro. I'm saying, but the team, bro, they're not. There's not going to be a significant drop off because everything that's in play is there, bro. All right, cool. Marcus Mariota.
I
You
mean,
tell what you
they're
telling
not.
me if they have Marcus Mariota, is it does it change much?
I'm thinking. Um,
No worry, I'll wait.
I'm thinking.
No,
You
no,
just
no.
talking about
Hey,
skill set, right?
let, take your time. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Run that by me again, Mike. I'm sorry. I missed some of it.
That team does not have a significant drop off if they remove Jalen Hurts and go with Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota can't make the passes. Jalen Hurts can.
Stop it. What?
I watched Marcus Mariota. He played for my team a couple of times, a couple of seasons.
Well, nigga,
He
your
cannot
Yo,
team
make
is
the
Earl,
a
look at my
graveyard
passes that he
for
background.
can.
anybody,
That's why
Earl,
he
bro.
was
look at
out
my
of
background.
Tennessee. That's why he was out everywhere he went.
Bro, your team is the graveyard, bro.
It is the graveyard. But also he was kicked. He was drafted number 2 and got kicked out of Tennessee for Tannehill, who didn't work out in Miami.
Tannehill actually had a really good couple seasons in Miami. He was actually a Pro Bowl quarterback in Miami.
Yeah, 10 wheels. That's what that
Tannehill
was
just
for.
got let go because they drafted Tua because they could get cheaper for the same
If he
production.
was all that, then why did they draft Tua? Thank you.
I didn't say he was all
No,
that,
nobody said he was all that.
but
It's just you
facts are
got cheaper
facts.
because
He was a Pro Bowl
Tannehill was about
quarterback.
to get Tannehill was going to get $100 million deal. You can't pay Tannehill $100 million
For
when you
mediocre
can
play.
get cheaper for the same production out of Tua.
Right, right. He on the
Or you
barn
could,
burner
and that class, bro, you would look foolish as hell passing up on any of those quarterbacks that
on the
came out
quarterback.
in 2020 for sticking with Tannehill. Because remember, Herbert also was in that class as well as Burrow. Now Burrow obviously was a foregone conclusion, but Herbert got taken before Tua. You'd have looked crazy taking either of those two. You could have got that production for cheaper and sticking with Tannehill, who you would have had to pay $100 million, which he went and got 100 from Tennessee.
But getting back to it, bro. I think what Cam was saying, bro, like, and he's not wrong. You take Cam, you switch Cam Jalen Hurts. You put Cam on that team, nigga. They may go undefeated. You put Jalen
No,
Hurts.
not
You
me.
put
They will.
right. You put Jalen Hurts on those Carolina teams. They they may barely make the playoffs. They may not make it.
Mm.
They
Well,
might
yeah. I
three-peat.
mean, yeah. To that point, Cam did make up for a lot of fallacies in that offense all
And,
year.
and what did Cam say a couple months, like a month ago? He said you have game. No, I think he said it last year. You have game managers and you have game changers.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts' job is to manage the game. Cam Newton's
Right.
job was to change the game.
Now, I do think that Cam uses that game manager versus game changer thing to boast himself up.
No, for sure.
I think that Cam is very in love with himself, and I think Cam looks past a lot of his lows, which you should. But if you're going to be real as a quarterback, you also have to be able to take real critique of your career as well. Because I think that Cam, because of how dynamic he was, he doesn't take into account that his dynamic play came one from the fact that your team didn't have to do much around you because you were so dynamic of a player. And then for two, you didn't finish the job at the end of the day. You didn't. You didn't finish the job.
Yeah,
Now,
he did it,
look,
but he didn't make up so much ground.
he made up a lot of ground for sure, but I think that because he
Man,
had to, that built his ego more than it already was. Like you went into an Auburn situation and led them to a national championship, and none of the offensive players got drafted at all. Like none of them, none at all, not one.
no,
None got drafted. So look, you had an all-time run to a national championship for sure. Then you took a Super Bowl team. You took a team with a loaded defense. Let's not forget you had a Hall of Famer on the other side of that team
yes,
in Luke
yes,
Kuechly.
Kuechly. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
And
Kuechly, Josh Norman, Tommy Davis.
Norman was there, Tommy Davis. Yeah, you had a squad. So I'm not going to take nothing away from, but you also made up for a lot because they didn't go get you a dynamic receiver for real.
absolutely.
Remember, they
Kelvin
drafted
Benjamin
Kelvin
was his best
Benjamin and
receiver.
he
It,
tore his
it,
ACL that year.
they
Can't do
Oh
nothing.
yeah,
exactly,
that's
and then
true.
you had
Ted
Cakes
Ginn
and
was his
pies,
number
eating
one.
ass motherfucker. Fuck
you
you.
had what was the name from Ohio State?
Ted Ginn.
Ted Ginn was your number
Ted
one.
Ginn was his number
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
His
So
best offensive
We took,
player, like
we took,
he got, was
was
at the tail end of his career. Like he got McCaffrey, like what 2019,
yeah,
2018, 2019.
That's
yeah.
when he came back.
no, no,
No,
No,
no.
no, he was there. He
he
was
was
there
there
for
Oh
when
no,
they
yeah,
McCaffrey.
yeah,
No,
right. My
no,
yeah
because
fault.
he
they
was
got
there when they
McCaffrey in 17. They went to the Super Bowl
Yeah,
in 15,
17.
16. Yeah.
yeah McCaffrey. That was like the fifth pick, like
hmm
fifth or
But
sixth
it's
pick.
but it's
And
I don't know. Sometimes I understand Cam, but it is other times I think that Cam tries to be a lot.
no,
And
I mean that's how I feel about Asante Samuels.
yeah,
What he said about Chris Carter, I was kind of mad, and then like I just went and spoke about. I went and like really did my research, and I get it. Like you got to be a homer and rep. Where you're from and like your peers.
and Chris
They
Carter
were the
also got to shut the hell up too.
Yeah,
yeah
for sure.
yeah.
Because you
No,
out
I
your
like
no.
damn
Asante
mind
Samuel
saying what he
more than
said
most.
about Ocho. You out of your damn mind.
What
Stop
he
it.
said about
Yeah,
Ocho?
That Ocho was just all right at best, bro. Ocho was the best route runner in the game. He's one of the greatest route runners of all time, and one of the
Yeah,
greatest receivers of all time. And honestly,
yeah.
Ocho broke it down, bro. For him to be a couple thousand yards back, and you played 5 more years than I did, yeah, bro. No, you can't talk.
Yeah, but if I can't, we can't do that because
Why?
put it like this: if you just put if you stop Chris Carter's season like career the same length as Ocho,
Mm-hmm.
the production is still better than Ocho.
I don't
I
think
did
that's
I did the math. I did the math. I literally spent an hour and 40 minutes doing that the day when I saw that. And
that. It was better.
yes, his production was still better. I got you right there.
Yeah, I need to see this because
because
Chris
what? Because
Carter.
how many years he played, or
Chris
All right,
Carter
so
had
cool.
he had
So put it like
13,
this.
899.
Yeah, put it like this. Chris Carter had 63 more tutties than Chad, right? And
Yeah.
even if he
well, yeah,
played the
yeah,
11
yeah, yeah.
season, even if he played 11 seasons as Chad, right? He would still have 30 more touchdowns than Chad.
How many more yards?
Uh, I didn't. All right, let me get right back. I'll let you because
Because
hold
I
on,
know
because I had
Chad had more at 11 than him. I know that. I'm comfortable with that.
because Chad played 11. He played what 11 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Something like
he
that.
had 11. He had 11K yards, right?
Yeah.
All right, got you right now.
So that's 1,000 yards a season down there.
All right, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Chris Carter only had 2,000 more yards and played 5 more years.
So if we stop at, because I gotta remember exactly what's this when it's what is Chris Carter 11 season
11 will be 98.
98, right? So hold on.
And he started with the Eagles.
Damn, they got you, Mike.
Yeah. So skinny man, let me know if this got out your pocket. So hold on, or let me just count the math.
I can see it right here.
I don't know how the
So
hell Ocho caught it straight though. How did what made him just go after Ocho
I
like
didn't
that?
know. I didn't know. I just saw this Asante Sam. I didn't know how it started. I just when he said Chris Carter is just a progression receiver and he was okay. And I was like, yeah, he was a progression receiver. He caught 130 touchdowns. That's still
Yeah,
like,
he did. That's a fact. He
yeah,
caught 130 of
yeah.
them things. No
So it's
question.
like I didn't know what he said about Ocho. I thought it was the other way around, where like Asante Samuels threw Ocho in the mix.
Nah, nah. Chris Carter Just went to Babylon, bro, and Ocho caught a straight.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That nigga Ocho
I'm
was an all pro receiver, bro. Like, what you
no,
talking
no.
about? I'm talking about
Yeah.
Chris Carter.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I didn't care for it. Ocho, bro. While yes, he didn't score a lot of touchdowns, I can also say that um, Julio Jones didn't score a lot of touchdowns. See,
Michael
if you had the
Irvin didn't
same
score.
amount of yards,
Michael Irvin didn't score a lot of touchdowns either.
right? If you had the same amount of yards, played around the same time, and then scored more touchdowns, than like a la AB to a Julio, okay, cool. But this ain't that case. You played 5 more seasons in him, and yes, you do have more touchdowns, but your yardage wasn't that, and that's fine. It's this situation. Your first 6 years, you was in Philly. Okay, cool. But at the same time, bro, the
You
tape
know,
is
that's what
the
he's
tape.
gonna bring up, right?
Of course it is, but the tape is the tape. It is what it is. I can't do nothing about it.
I'm
I
just
just
saying
to only be
they're
two
gonna
thousand yards ahead, to only be
but
two thousand yards
they're
ahead
gonna
of what
bring up
that,
the Philly years where like Randall didn't throw him the ball.
I understand that, but still, to only be 2,000 yards ahead and play 5, 6 more seasons, nah, bro. You like the touchdowns? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, no question. But there wasn't no barn burner touchdowns just from this yardage. It wasn't. It was not. It was not.
Barn burner, that got it.
It
I'm
wasn't no
crying.
barn. You was not doing no. Come on. It wasn't that. Just from the yardage here, I can tell it wasn't. I
Like
can tell that.
Chris, you was good, bro. But you wasn't
He's a
Jerry, my
Hall
boy.
of Famer, bro. No
Yeah,
question.
but
Who?
that nigga talk like
Chris
he's
Carter.
Jerry though.
Yeah, you wasn't Randy, you wasn't Jerry, you wasn't T.O. You top 10 to me. I think he top 10 all time. But
No,
Yeah.
you at 9, 10.
I don't think so. What I feel.
Nah, he top 10. Well, maybe
Well,
since this
he may
influx of
no, he
new wide,
maybe not, bro. To be honest,
yeah, with
probably
this
not.
influx of new wide receivers, probably because you got to start adding guys like
I
Devontae
think
Adams,
Megatron is better than
Megatron. Yeah, you got
Bird
to start
For
adding guys like
sure.
that. But yeah.
I got Fitz over him too.
Fits over here. Yeah, like yeah, bro. But no.
I
Mm-mm.
mean, yeah, he's definitely top 15 for sure.
Like if Fitz want to
Yeah.
say that, he got 1749 and 121 tutties. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. But
But Fitz was also not a barn burner, and look who Fitz learned from.
no, but I mean,
Look
Hey
true,
who Fitz.
man,
true, true,
hey
true,
man.
very true, very true, very true, very, very true.
Yeah,
You know what?
so hey,
On that note,
Randy Moss, nigga. The fuck,
Moss,
no. You
man. Randy
can't do
Moss,
that,
nigga.
Mike. You cannot do that,
He
Mike.
learned from Randy Moss.
No, do not do that,
Randy. That's
Mike.
Randy Youngboy,
Uh,
man.
We
That's
not gonna
Randy
act like.
Youngboy.
I mean, hey, if that's Randy Youngboy, that's probably Randy's only successful young boy because Edelman ain't half what he Randy. It seems like
Edelman
Edelman ain't
also
learned.
was a quarterback that turned to a wide receiver. I don't ever expect Edelman to be nothing. Edelman
hey,
was he's white Antoine Randall.
hey,
I
man.
like
Edelman got the most receiving yards in postseason
In
history.
history.
he does. He
I think
does.
Kelsey's gonna break that.
Probably.
Shit, that motherfucker looked anything like he did last year. He ain't breaking the motherfucking thing but his hip.
I heard that.
Yeah, I need him to break up with that woman, man. He too happy.
he too heavy.
Man,
He too heavy.
Yeah,
He
that
too damn
mother,
heavy.
that motherfucker, man. And then he
Like
went and
yeah,
got, and then he went and got the Andy Reid stats last year. I'm like, oh man,
bro, they gave
he
him a
went
Pro
full
Bowl
white
last year.
boy
He had
last year, bro.
823 yards and 3 tutties last year, and they gave
yeah.
him a Pro Bowl. Come on, man.
That's
That's legacy
that's
like a motherfucker.
that's normally what they give. Like, yeah, that's like yo, you about to retire? Let's just that's the Dirk
And
Nowitzki
and
All
yesterday
Star.
and last year was a
Nowitzki
great year
All
for
Star.
tight ends, bro. Last year was a
Nah,
great
but
year for
it's kind
tight
of
ends.
unfair because like you gotta realize Brock Bowers got targeted a lot compared to Travis Kelce.
Hey,
He
look, man, if
he
you
was
can do
seeing
it, you get
he
targeted.
was see yeah he was getting double and triple team last season. We're not gonna act like that wasn't a part of what he was
Nah, he
dealing with.
was. That bitch still looked like your goddamn feet was in mud.
Yeah, yeah, and then I think he got hurt like around Christmas.
Yeah,
Like
and then
yeah, but
the thing
I'm
is,
not,
bro,
I'm
they ain't
not,
have
I'm,
no goddamn. They need a true receiver, bro. True X
yeah,
receiver,
they
bro.
gotta stop getting these fake edgy fast guys. Like they gotta get someone that can help. Like they really need. If they had Tyreek with this staff, I think it would be much better because that's more pressure. Like Tyreek or Rasheed Rice, that would be more pressure on
I forgot
defense.
about
But
Rasheed. Rasheed does come back this year.
yeah, but he might be out for like 11 games because they try to really punish him.
I thought it was gonna be like 6. Was it gonna be 11?
They said like they're gonna probably extend it because of the trial, like how he became like not guilty. Like it's still a harsh trial, so they should find out before the preseason is over how long he'll be suspended for.
Gotcha.
But
Because
they probably just give him the six. It's
because
the NFL.
other than that, who they got? They got Hollywood Brown and Xavier
Yeah,
Worthy, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I thought like the D Hop thing would have worked, but he's also not someone that fits they
Yeah,
staff.
I guess he's supposed to be like a possession receiver, bro. Hopefully
Yeah,
he still got something in the tank, but
yeah.
uh, I don't know,
Yeah,
dog. I've been out on D Hop since he left. What's called to be honest, Houston.
yeah, yeah. I feel like his third
After
year
that first
is
year in Arizona, bro, I was like, yeah,
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
man. NFL.
NFL, man. Listen, we got a lot coming from the National Football League this season. Of course, we still are on our summer break, but what will be
hey,
coming up while we are gone? The Hall of Fame game is on July 31st, which means we finally.
Oh my
Dell, I don't
God.
want to hear
You
it.
you
I
bet
don't
not.
want to hear it. I don't want
You
to hear it.
bet not.
Here's the
You
thing.
bet
I
not
don't
finish
want to
that
hear it.
statement. I swear for God and three
I don't
white
want to
men.
hear it.
You bet
hey,
not
hold
finish
on.
that statement.
Hey, bitch, you
Say
sound
it,
like
Dell.
Shannon Sharp, boy. I swear for God and 3 white
Three
men.
white women. Three white men.
Well,
He
well,
said,
swearing for God and one white woman got it. Anyway,
Hey,
yeah.
before we close, more women's sports. Are
yes, sir.
y'all do y'all have any interest in seeing this fight?
What,
Oh,
the
Because
Clarissa
Layla
Shields
we've
and
versus.
been
Taylor
hearing this
Ali?
shit for the
No,
last eight
no,
Clarissa
nine
should
years.
no,
clean her up.
no. I think Clarissa Shields will mop the floor with her. Now, look, not
Now,
because
prime for
of
prime, it's a whole
yeah,
different
but
story.
dog, you're 50. Like, come on, come on, come on. I
She's
feel the same
45.
way I did about the Mike Tyson versus what's the little streamer
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Like, come on,
Nigga,
bro.
nigga,
Hey,
you was just rooting for
I'm
50 year
going to
old Manny
roof up.
Pacquiao.
Yo. That's different. Manny is active. Manny has not taken that
He ain't
long
been in
off
the
of
ring in
boxing.
it
six years.
was 4 years.
That 6 rings and almost 20 is two totally different things. She hasn't fought since '07.
Relax.
Hey man, but a fight
Oh
is a
well.
fight, goddamn.
That's
Hey,
no
listen.
man, no. See, we not no hell no.
It ain't
Pack
just a fight. I
six
know it ain't
years,
just a fight.
6 years, and 20 is two totally different things.
Shit,
Totally.
give me 15 million.
And
I'm
by the
willing to
way,
fight anybody.
Pacquiao won that fight on Saturday. Let me just let that
He
be known.
did.
Pacquiao won. The fight. I
Hey, I
know
ain't
it
gonna
came
cap.
down to a draw.
I ain't look at the fight. I saw Pacquiao face after though. That motherfucker like he got his ass whooped.
No, he did not.
But I heard he got robbed though. I didn't hear he got robbed.
Yeah, he did not. Now everybody knows I'm a Pacquiao fan. I'm not being biased here. He really did win that fight. Like everybody' reaction was, "How in the world did he get that
Hey,
in the
I,
tie?"
I got a question. Why he still got my dog name in them eyes, bro?
Because I think that fight is going to happen again.
What fight?
I think
That
we're
shit is
getting
not
Pacquiao
happening.
Mayweather too. I'll put it to you this way: while I hear you, it doesn't logistically,
No, he not.
it doesn't make sense from a competitive standpoint. I will say neither of them will run from a payday, and I think Pacquiao honestly got a lot of after that fight. And if he's fighting John Gotti the third, I wouldn't put it past them one bit to do that fight again. Not one bit. Now, of course, all the why the fuck would he do that fight? Of course, I agree. But Mayweather, who fought John Gotti the third, and Pacquiao, whose pride is bigger than his head, I don't know. Wouldn't shock me.
We'll see,
Would
man. We gonna see.
would not surprise me one bit.
Hey, man. But shout out to Dustin Poirier too, man.
Yes. Shout out to Doug
Great,
Poirier. Is it
great
over?
career.
Yes, it's a career,
Great
right?
career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Jacob DeGrom for bouncing back after like being hurt.
Classmate, shout out to you, baby.
Yeah, he's.
My dog.
I thought his career was over, but shout out to him.
And I'm always gonna say, Jake, it still surprises me that you're in Major League Baseball. Not because I knew somebody was in Major League Baseball, but you and I both know you were a damn hooper.
Who?
How you're playing, Jacob Degrom.
Say his name again.
Jacob Degrom.
But he called him Jake. Obviously, he knows him.
Jake. Yeah.
For Mela?
No. He went to Calvary.
Well, I would say no, he ain't
He
go to
Oh,
went to
man.
Calvary. He went to Calvary.
But I remember him. I remember him playing against Bethune though when he was at Stetson.
Mm-hmm. Playing. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but
Shout out,
it was
shout out,
it
shout
was
out,
great.
Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy
It,
always had them pizza rolls hot whenever we went to the crib. Shout out, Miss
it
Tammy.
was great. It was
But look,
great to see him get back in the All Star game. It was great.
it
But
was, it really was.
yeah, because I really thought it was his career was over.
Yeah, especially after that Tommy John and all. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I'm definitely proud that
Yep.
he's played baseball together.
Um, yeah, man. Other thing, I mean, obviously we'll be back. I think we're gonna start doing a little bit more. Y'all may catch us live every now and again outside of the main show. Because it's a lot of football to talk about. A lot of football to talk about. Zendel doesn't have to be present because I know he don't believe in the preseason. But quite frankly,
preseason don't mean shit.
okay,
Yes,
cool.
it does.
It means
No, it
everything.
don't.
I feel
Well,
you.
Dale, this is the only time the Raiders win games, so you might want to tune in.
Holy mackerel!
You say that like the Cowboys got 6 championships since ever.
We got five. How many you got,
Stopping
bro?
it, stopping at six,
3.
knowing they have five
You,
is funny.
you feel
If
me?
if we're talking about
That's
30 years
that's
ago, you have
crazy.
3.
Hey, how about you talking like you got four?
All right, man. Before
Loser.
we get out of here, shout out to the union. Shout out to our guys over at Show Your Work Network. Shout out to Mid Cars and Catering. Donnie, congratulations on episode 150, brother. I'm looking very forward to hearing this top 50
Yes,
Southern rappers of
sir.
all time list. This should be funny. I want to hear
What you
uh,
said?
Donnie's on for episode 150. Donnie and a collection of others are doing the top 50 Southern rappers of all time, and I really want to hear this list. So I
Nah,
look
me
forward
too.
Oh,
to
I
top
can't
50
wait.
Southern rappers of
I
all
can't.
time.
I can't wait
I
to see
want to
Brad
see
Jordan. I can't wait to see Brad Jordan number one.
Brad Jordan's not the number one Southern rapper of all time, but
All right,
he's
that's what
not.
you think.
He's
All
not.
right, all right,
Um,
that's the reason why everybody got their opinion.
Trick Daddy has more classic albums than Brad Jordan, but I feel you.
That's cool. That's
Um,
cool.
Hey,
Hey, put it
Trick,
like
I,
Trick,
this.
Trick. Hey, yo, you playing Trick? Got two classics, boy.
no. Trick, I would fight the Trick has
Maybe
4 to 5.
three.
I would fight the Trick
Yeah,
has 4 to 5.
Five,
Yes,
classics,
yes.
five. Bro,
classic
Jay Z
albums,
don't even
bro.
got five classics, and Trick
Jay
Daddy
definitely
does.
has 5. Jay has 6.
Oh shit. Oh,
J-
oh, the sprinklers don't turn on. Fuck.
Jay has 6.
Nah, I
Okay,
don't know.
maybe 5, but he definitely has 4.
Who?
I
Trick
don't think
has 4.
no rap. I never
Okay,
really
all
thought
right.
about how
I'm
many.
gonna name them based on a true story. Classic. Thug.com. Classic. Book of Thugs. Classic. Thugs R Us. Classic. Thug Holiday. Classic.
I don't know
Stop.
about Thug Holiday. I don't know about Thug Holiday.
Thug Holiday
Stop.
was the latest one, right?
No,
The
Thug Holiday was '02, bro. He gave you at least 3 more after that. He gave you Thug,
Uh,
Matrimony, Thug, the
no,
man. Like, come on, bro.
excuse me. I was gonna ask, was that the latest Thug one?
Earl,
May- no, no. There's 2 more
Earl,
Thug ones.
all right, Earl, I
Maybe
got
I'll
you.
leave off Book of Thugs. Maybe
Earl, I
I'll
got
leave
you.
off Book of Thugs.
Earl, I got you. The World Is Yours is a classic. Diary's a classic. Untouchable is a classic. The
Okay.
Fix is a classic.
I don't know about Untouchable being a classic, but I feel you.
Yo, but
That's what I say. I feel okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's all right.
I say, I, that's all I would say. Because a lot of
Hey,
people, I
listen,
would say, The World Is Yours,
man.
Diary,
Mhm.
Untouchable. I don't think My Homies is a classic. That's why I skipped
No,
over that. And
no,
Last of a Dying Breed isn't a classic.
no.
And the
But the
Fix is
fix
a
is the
classic.
fix is the classic, no question.
Yeah. So
But listen,
I,
we
I
could
just
be
say,
here
yo,
all night.
I'm just saying. I wish I was there. I mean, I'm not from the South, so I can't really debate the greatest set of rapper. I mean, but I can picture someone saying Andre 3000, even though he only has one album. But yeah,
We'll see.
that's
Till next week, we out.
all right.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.